we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Oh man, I'm so sorry, y'all. Oh my God. I got to start checking this thing. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, baby. When I tell you I was talking my head off and was wondering what in the world was going on. Oh my goodness. And you know what? I normally always say, let me know if y'all can hear me, but I did not even say that this time. That's what I get. Let me know if y'all can hear me now. I'm just a talking up a storm. I got to go back and delete this part out of it. That is crazy. She said, we can hear you now. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay. Y'all come on up in here. I done said a whole earful. You hear me? I done said a whole mouthful, should I say. Let me see if the button is working because it wasn't working earlier. Let me see if it's working now. The gold button. It didn't work on Amber's either. Oh, it's still not working. What in the world is wrong with the gold button? That is crazy to me. Okay, something is wrong with it. Let me see if YouTube said anything about it right quick. Hold on one second. I just want to see did they say anything about it before we get into this commentary. They didn't say anything. I don't know, you guys. I have no idea. She said it doesn't look like it's working. Yeah, it don't look like it's working. Well, you guys, y'all thumb up the super chats that's coming in. So every $2 super chat or whatever, it doesn't even matter the amount. For every super chat that comes in, can you please hit that thumbs up button? There's a thumbs up. I don't know if there's a love on your side, but there's a love on my side. Do y'all see a love? I see a thumbs up and a love button. Do y'all see that? I don't know if it's just because I don't know if I could see it because it's my page. Y'all let me know if y'all see like a heart so you can heart it and thumbs it up, or is it just a thumbs up? But anyway, I know it's a thumbs up. So thumbs up the super chat, but it looks like there's a heart and a thumbs up. Now, again, I don't know if this is a YouTube thing or if it's a StreamYard thing, but okay, y'all don't see a heart up. Okay. Well, at least thumb up the video. Thumb up the video too, but thumbs up the super chat. That's a way of saying just thank you for blessing the channel. Even if you can't bless the channel, we're thanking everybody that comes in that can bless the channel, okay? Because not everybody can do it, but maybe one day you will be in their shoes, you know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to bless the channel or whatnot. So just please hit that thumbs up button. It's just showing appreciation. So thank you so very much. I do appreciate you guys. So let's get into it because we ain't going to be on here long, but how many of you guys, by the show of hand, want to know whether or not Tasha K and her husband is going to jail? How many of y'all want to know? Is Tasha K and her husband going to go to jail, or are they going to lose everything? Anybody? Are y'all interested to find out whether or not Tasha K, which is a big thing in these streets, in these YouTube streets. Tasha K is a big thing on social media, period, right? She's a big thing on social media. Do y'all care whether or not she's going to jail? I mean, I not really care, but do you want to know whether or not she is headed to jail? Okay, I see a couple of y'all say me. Okay. We are going to break down Attorney Symone's her breakdown. We're going to review her breakdown on what she thinks. Now, so far, she's been covering this to the T. And so far, she has been correct on what she said. She called this a while ago and said that Tasha K is going to get sued again by Cardi B, okay? Because she came out and boasted brag about hiding money. Now, this ain't no drag on Tasha K, but y'all gonna hear me say a couple of times that Tasha K is crazy, okay? And she has to be crazy. And the reason why I say that is because Tasha K did boast and brag. Thank you so much for this $2 super chat, you guys. I appreciate it. My goal button is not working, but if we meet our goal, we still gonna celebrate. We ain't gonna let this stop us from celebrating, okay? So if you guys don't mind, if you could bless the channel with a $2 super chat today would be great. But a lot of people watch Tasha K, and so I don't know why Tasha K thought it was a great idea to come out and boast and brag about hiding her money and how they'll never find it. And Oh, we made good money and we ain't hurting and things of that nature. Okay. Tasha was supposed to be out here acting like she was broke as in broke. Okay. Broker than broke. She said she is definitely crazy because she is still talking. She's still talking even after the 4 million. Woo, Jesus. Anyway, we're going to get into it because it is a 39-minute video, so about 40 minutes long. We are going to get to the good part, okay? So I did take notes so that I can stay on track and we can follow along quite well and get to the good part, and I can explain to you what the good old attorney is saying, baby, because listen, Tasha K might be going to jail, y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all she might be in some big trouble, okay? Now, I like the way this lawyer break down things. Now, even though she does have the paperwork, sometimes these attorneys are privy to more than we are, all right? So there's some type of database that they go and get their documents out of that may have more than what we can get a hold to, okay? So that's why we're going to review this attorney's notes as far as, well, review her video with her receipts that she's providing, okay? That's what we're going to do. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Let's get it started, all right? So here we go. Oops. I'm sorry, let me pull it up again. Now, this attorney, Symone, used to be a judge. And if you want to follow her page, you can. I'll give it to you in a minute. The name of her channel is Attorney Symone. Girl, is that legal? Girl, is that legal? Okay. So we're going to go over it. And like I said, I did jot down some notes. So I'm going to have my cheat sheet right here. And this is just going to help me break down a little bit better what she's actually saying. If she doesn't explain it thoroughly herself, she's pretty good about doing it, but we're going to get into it. Okay, you guys, here we go. Let's find out if Tasha and her husband going to jail. So I will tell you before I start this that the reason why she's doing this video is because she wants us to know that it's not just Tasha K that Cardi is coming after now, okay? She didn't level up and said, I'm just not after Tasha K. Her husband have something to do with it as well, okay? Oh, child. Y'all make sure y'all please thumbs up this Candy Apple Red, honey. Y'all know when Candy Apple Red come in here, I got to pause for the calls for show, baby. Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate you so much. Y'all thumbs up that super chat, super sticker. And you making me laugh with all the laughy emojis. I wish it was laughy emoji. Everybody at Candy and laugh at Candy because y'all already know what Candy laughing at is funny, y'all. So let's laugh with Candy, honey. Just at Candy and laugh. Laugh emojis. At Candy and laugh. She said, Amor, did you post this live on Facebook? I just did. Well, not just, but not too long ago, okay? Not too long ago. They'll be in here. Sometimes it takes a minute, but they coming, y'all. They coming. They coming. But y'all at laugh at Candy. Oh, wait a minute. Let me play my little video right quick. Hold on. You just made me think of it. Let me play this little video right quick. Hold on. Y'all know I done got a couple of videos today, which I think is funny. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. Wait a minute. Hold on, Symone. Hold on, girl. Hold on. Let me let them hear this video. Just in case you didn't hear it. Just in case you didn't hear it, baby. I can't play the one dancing because then I think I may demonetize my video. Hold on. Oh, here you go. Hold on. Let me let y'all see it too. This is funny. I actually think it's cute. But y'all already know, honey, Candy is laughing, y'all. Y'all got to at Candy and laugh with her, y'all. All right, listen. Today is Tuesday, y'all. Hold on.
Loud talkers, it's $2 Tuesday. Get off y'all ass and let's get this party started.
Ow, I love it.
Loud talkers, it's $2 Tuesday. Get off y'all ass and let's get this party started.
$2 Tuesday. $2 Tuesday. Is that not cute? Is that not cute? And then there's another one. Hold on. You know what? I may get it demonetized just for just that part. I'll go fix it later. But while we listen, we might as well go and have us a good time. Hold on. Oh my goodness. Here we go. That was cute. That's too cute. That's too cute. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That is too cute. Y'all already know Ashley did that video for me. Y'all already know. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, okay. Let's take it down. Let's take it down and let's get into this content, y'all. I love the videos. I love the sense of humor too. I love it. I love it. I love it. They can never, ever make us mad. Ever, baby. We got too much talent over here for one thing. Too much talent, too much humor. Baby, listen. You got to take lemons and make lemonades, honey. If you ain't laughing, damn, I don't know what's wrong with you, honey. Something wrong with ya. She is very talented. She is very, very talented. She said, definitely Ashley work. She said, definitely Ashley work. Ashley gonna be like, what I do? What I do? What I do, girl? What I do? She's about weak. Yes. All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this because we're gonna be here all night. All right. So anyway, let's listen to what Attorney Symone has to say about Cardi B. Oh, I was telling y'all. Oh, I got another red one. She said, I just spent that shit. She said, I just spent that shit. I love it, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all are hearting up these super chats that's coming in. You hear me? Thank you so much, big sis. Appreciate you so very much for painting it up in here. She said, life is too short not to laugh. Girl, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Okay, you gotta laugh. Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can heart the other one right quick. Did I? Oh, there we go. Okay, so I just hearted both of them. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up these super chats and super stickers that's coming in. Appreciate you so very much. So what I was saying is Tasha K, well, Cardi B is saying, I'm not just coming for Tasha anymore. Okay. I want Tasha and her husband. Oh, I got it on the wrong one. Oh, this is not the one I want, y'all. Hold on. This is the wrong live. I'm not coming for Tasha K just by herself anymore. I'm coming for Tasha and her husband. Oh, did she take it down? Wait a minute. Let me see which one I'm supposed to be doing, y'all. Hold on. It looked like she may have been. Oh, right here. Oh, no, that's not it. Is it this one? Hold on, y'all. Let me look and see which one I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, y'all ain't even gonna believe this. I got the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Give me a second. I downloaded the wrong video. Hold on one second. I can't believe I did that. Okay, y'all, I do apologize. I have it, but I'm just going to let y'all know we're going to be winging this one because this is not the one that I did the notes on, okay? I did not do the notes on this one. I did notes on another one. So we just going to wing this one, okay? We're going to listen and we're going to wing it. I did notes on the other one, but this is the latest one that she's done. So, ooh, y'all. Anyway, here we go. Let's go. Let's spin it. Oh, you said you can't hear? Hold on. What about now? What about now?
As a result of both the last court contempt ruling, the last order in the Tasha K saga, and the brand new lawsuit that Cardi B has filed against not Tasha K, but her husband and her husband's businesses. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Also, make sure as you come on in, you want to hit that like and subscribe. We're at 8.
Hold on, y'all. Big Sis said, I wish the Loud Talkers could meet me in Greece in September. I'm celebrating the 60th. What day in September? Right quick. What day, Glenn? Because, honey, we may have to put a trip together, even if it's not, well, we know can't no broke bitches come. And excuse me, I ain't talking about our Loud Talkers, but I'm just saying, we know it ain't going to be no cheap trip. So when is it again? Because, baby, I may just meet you in Greece in September, okay? Let me know the dates and how long you're going to be gone. Because I may go and see if a couple of other people want to come too. New Day already said, I would love to come. That's my birthday month too. And my birthday in October, but I can celebrate my birthday a month early. September the 2nd through the 15th, I'm celebrating all year. But is that your birthday though? September the 2nd through the 15th? Let's get together offline because I might be able to, I might be able to make something work. My daughter start working in August. I'm going to be there for 13 days. Okay. I could blog from Greece. She said, you seem like a cool person, Glenn. I would love to meet you. My anniversary is September the 15th. Hey, Glenn, if you serious, let me look at some dates, baby. Not dates, but let me just look at, some things. I might meet you there for real. So I'll talk to you about it. And if anybody else is interested in going to Greece in September, reach out to me, okay? Let's go on and keep on scamming and scam our way all the way to Greece, honey. You hear me? I just had to throw that in there. It was funny. Anyway, let's continue. But yeah, talk to me, Glenn.
82K subscribers and her husband's businesses. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Also, make sure as you come on in, you want to hit that like and subscribe. We're at 82K.
Y'all are just blessing me today. Thank you so very much for another red. Y'all, please thumbs up Barbara Clark's $50 super chat as well. Thank you so very much. Y'all are being super generous on this $2 Tuesday, so I appreciate y'all, honey. Y'all know it's the end of the month, y'all. Thank you so much, ladies. I appreciate y'all so much. I do. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. Appreciate you very much.
Subscribers. We're trying to get to 90,000. Make sure you also turn on your notifications because this week I will also be releasing a follow-up video on whether Coach, I'm going to call her Coach Cheyenne now because she's not a doctor.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to go ahead and start with it. Baby, let me tell you. I told you so. I told you. If you're new to the channel, that's okay.
Now, again, this is Attorney Symone, and she is taunting, saying, I told y'all so. She already knew what was going to happen. She used to be a judge. I think I told y'all this yesterday. If you didn't know, this beautiful lady on this screen used to be a judge. So she kind of already knew what was going to happen, and she called it. She said Cardi B was going to come after Tasha K husband, and guess what Cardi B did? She is coming after Tasha K's husband because Tasha tried to slide everything over into her husband's name. Y'all know you can't do that. You know you can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot do that and think that they're not going to find out or even look into it, okay? And that's exactly what they did, and this attorney breaks it down fantastic, okay? All right, here we go.
You may have missed it. I have actually created on the channel a playlist that is it is literally all the videos that I've done on Tasha K and Cardi B. But most recently, March, I believe it was the 12th, I released a video where literally I was breaking down what was going on with the Cardi B contempt case. This is the cover. This was the thumbnail of that video. And in that video, I literally warned Tasha K that she could be facing exactly what she's facing now.
And she did do that. I saw that video. This video right here, if you care to go back and look at it, she did this video around I want to say the 12th. Hold on, let me get to it again. It was either like the 12th or the 7th or the 12th of March or something like that. And she called it, she's not March, I mean May. She called it and said that Cardi B was going to come after her. And this is what Tasha K would be facing. And that's exactly like days later, maybe a week or two later, that's exactly what Tasha K was facing, okay? Or is facing, should I say.
Okay, that she could be facing exactly what she's facing now. So here is a clip from that YouTube. And basically what I was going into, what I was explaining in this video is how, so with the last case, the last issue was that there was a contempt hearing and the judge found in favor of Cardi B. And in that ruling, we put the court documents up and everything in this video. And in that ruling, it was very clear. I looked over some of the numbers because so Cardi had filed the motion to hold Tasha in contempt for talking about Cardi's baby daddy, as well as her husband, in violation of the bankruptcy agreement, the agreement they both agreed to. And there were a number of issues there. But just to clarify that ruling, in that ruling, what the judge ordered there was that Cardi basically got everything she wanted.
Now, let me just stop for a second. This contempt that Cardi put, well, the lawsuit that she filed against Tasha K and she won, Tasha K didn't even go to court, y'all. Her lawyer went to court. She heard from her lawyer that she lost. She wasn't even there. She wasn't even there to say, oh, I know I didn't say nothing about her. I didn't do that. No, Your Honor, blah, blah, blah. She wasn't even there and she lost big time.
Judge ruled that all 25 posts that Cardi B brought up as at issue as violations, that they were in fact breaches of the agreement where Tasha K breached by either talking about Cardi B, her family, or her baby daddy, or her husband. The judge also ruled and made very clear in the order, Tasha K cannot talk about either the baby daddy or the husband. Because some people thought, oh, the baby daddy is not family. I see how some of y'all feel about your baby daddy. No, you may not see your baby daddy as family. Under the law and under the definition in the non-disparagement, she can't talk about her. The baby daddy,
Now, I just want to ask y'all a question right quick. Raise your hand if you thought, if the judge ordered you that you cannot talk about Tasha K. Did you think it was okay to talk about her baby daddy? Did you think it was okay to say that her baby daddy was sleeping with a whole bunch of women and cheating on his current girlfriend? Did you think just not saying her name, but talking about how much a dog he is and how much coochie he getting out there in the streets, how he's impregnating people, did y'all really think that that was not talking about Cardi? Like, who wouldn't know if the judge say you can't talk about her? Who wouldn't know talking about the baby daddy was not was off limits? Who wouldn't know that? Oh, thank you so much, Angela. I got the 4th one for the night, baby. Thank you, thank you. I do appreciate you so very much, honey. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up this super chat that just came in. Show some love and thank Angie for this super chat. Thank you so very much. She said, hey, y'all, let's get this party started. Let's give them something to really talk about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so very much, y'all. Y'all know I spent a lot of time on this goofy shit, and my month ain't looking good. But, baby, we can turn that shit around. You hear me? As y'all are doing already. So I do appreciate it. Let's keep it coming. You guys, please thank them for pointing to this channel and helping your girl out, okay? Thank you so very much, sweetheart. But who wouldn't have thought? Who would not have thought that, oh, I could say he's cheating. I could say that he's sleeping around, because what she was doing, she didn't care nothing about whether or not Stefan was cheating or not. She liked the fact that he was cheating on Cardi. So that was a slap in Cardi's face. Your baby daddy cheating on you. People love to want to throw in your face or try to convince you that your man is a dogging you out. They're trying to break your spirit, trying to make you feel bad. That's why they do that. When a person says, oh, that's why your man cheating on you and things like that or whatever, they doing it for that reason. They're trying to humiliate you. So who would not have thought that that's exactly what she was doing, trying to humiliate Cardi? She was trying to get under Cardi's skin telling Cardi that her baby daddy is sleeping with all of these women, whether he was or not, and he probably was. He probably was. But it ain't for Tasha to be throwing it up in her face because the judge said leave Tasha alone. Excuse me, not Tasha, but leave Cardi alone. Okay? Leave Cardi alone. So she drug her baby daddy for filth. So let's go.
Either, Stefan, either. And the judge ruled that Tasha K has to pay all of Cardi B's lawyer's fees. Now, Cardi hasn't submitted those fees just yet, but will. The court gave her a month to do that. But I can tell you right now, based on the types of attorneys that she has, and the
Rita says, spin that shit, y'all. I am just, woo, thank you so very much, Rita M. Thank you. Listen, y'all heart up or thumbs up this super chat, baby. Y'all are not playing tonight, honey. $2 Tuesday is beautiful, already in effect. Thank you so very much for my 5th red super chat. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th red super chat of the evening. I do appreciate it so very much. I do. And listen, New Day says, spin that shit. Listen, what you talking about? Y'all, please thumbs up that red and all the super chats that come in. Thumbs up the super chats. Thank you, ladies. Appreciate y'all.
And the fact that these violations stemmed from last July 2025 on to present, and it also includes the cost of her lawyers and investigators to literally monitor Tasha K's social media platforms, all of them, watch the videos, find the violations, send notices to Cardi's lawyer. That amount's going to be over 100K. I anticipate it'll be about 100 to 150K. But also, Tasha K's own lawyer has to pay 10% of the cost of a specific violation. And that was the cost that Cardi B's lawyers spent responding to literal fake cases that Tasha K's lawyer put in their response motion. He literally used, I think he used probably ChatGPT, but he put in there literal fake cases that didn't say what he claimed to say, or some cases that just didn't even exist. So the judge said her own lawyer is liable for 10% of that. Tasha K has to pay the rest of that. And FYI, she's only paying her lawyer $2K a month. They have an agreement that in exchange for her paying the lawyer less, she's going to include his advertisements on her reels, on her videos, all of that. But as far as actual dollars this man is getting, the records show he's only getting about $2,000 a month. And more than likely, the amount of the fine he's going to have to pay is going to exceed what he even was paid by Tasha K for the month. Also, the one thing, though, that did not go in Cardi's favor, technically, was that the judge ruled Cardi was asking that the judge set a predetermined fine amount so that the next time Tasha K does that, she has to pay the fine and submit it.
Thank you for another red, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop playing up in here. Thank you so very much, LaCondas, honey. Y'all thumbs up. Thumbs up. Like this super chat, please. Thank you so very much, LaCondas. She said, yes, spin that shit, yes. Thank you so very much. And then we got another one that came in from Binkity Bink, 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 Bink. Thank you so very much. Listen, y'all ain't playing. I appreciate y'all so very much. Yes, y'all thumbs up these super chats that's coming in here. Yes, not the little one, but the big one. Not the little one. The big one. I appreciate y'all so very much. I do. Y'all thumbs it up. We're going to revisit it again when we play our Goldman song at the end, okay? I want to go back right quick because this should say they hired someone to sit down and listen to every last Tasha K video. Hold on. Let's go back because that's what I think she said. Hold on.
Responding to literal fake cases about either the baby daddy or the judge ruled that Tasha K has to pay all of Cardi B's lawyer's fees. Now, Cardi hasn't submitted those fees just yet, but will. The court gave her a month to do that. But I can tell you right now, based on the types of attorneys that she has, and the fact that these violations stemmed from last July 2025 on to present, and it also includes the cost of her lawyers and investigators to literally monitor Tasha K's social media platforms, all of them.
Oh my God. Now, baby, and she got to turn around and pay that? They had lawyers and investigators. Cardi B had lawyers and investigators to sit and listen to all of Tasha K live streams. Are you kidding me right now? Man, let me tell you something when I tell you Cardi B was not playing with that lady. Cardi B was not playing. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine somebody hiring an investigator to sit there and listen to all of my live streams and just point out if she's in violation or not by talking about me, my baby daddy, my husband? And it may have been where she may have slipped up and said something and just was like moved on past it or whatever and didn't think it was a big deal. Are you kidding me right now? Can you imagine somebody being paid to eavesdrop on you and you think you getting one over? They were paid. Investigators was paid to sit there and, I think I would love that job. I don't know what y'all think. Sit there and listen to videos. Wow, that is crazy. I got to hear that one more time.
Social media platforms, all of them, and it also includes the cost of her lawyers and investigators to literally monitor Tasha K's social media platforms, all of them, watch the videos, find the violations, send notices to Cardi's lawyer. That amount's going to be over $100K. I anticipate it'll be
over $100,000 for them to just sit there and monitor her. And this is since last July, so for a whole year. $100K. Who wants that job? To sit there and monitor and see if she's in violation, and if she is, to send the notice over to Tasha K's lawyer, letting Tasha K lawyer know that your client is in violation. Yeah, Cardi B is absolutely the big one. If you can pay somebody investigate, because Cardi B ain't got to sit there and listen to the junk, right? She ain't got to sit there and listen to, Tasha K drag her baby daddy, drag her husband. No, she ain't got to listen to it at all. She paying somebody else to go do it. Go find out see if she violating me. Go see if this girl violating me, because I swear I'm going to sue her again. And she was. That's crazy. Tasha, Cardi won this one. And that's why Tasha K said, we lost the war, baby. You lost in a big way. You hear me?
The judge said, nah, we're not doing that. However, if Tasha violates it again, you can come right back to court, file another motion, and we'll go through this whole rigmarole again. And of course, if she wins that motion, she'll get more attorney's fees and possibly sanctions then. But the gist of it is the judge says, no, I'm going to evaluate each alleged violation, and I'm not going to set a predetermined penalty. Now, here's what I want you to hear. I want to play this clip for you.
Oh, wow.
Of after I reviewed that initial consent motion, I looked at the financials that Tasha K submitted, and I said,
So Glenn said basically the lawyers don't do it. They hire people to do it for them. Okay, I didn't know that. So they get the job, they get the money, but they hire other people to actually do it for them. Shoot, I take a job like that. Shoot, I take a job $100K a year. Okay.
No, y'all, something in the milk ain't clean. Here is the assessment of those documents. Here you go. The things that they're doing with the numbers, basically making it so that Tasha has huge expenses, but only minimal income, and it's not the truth. Sorry, that would be bankruptcy fraud. Mm-hmm. And those are the types of things that'll get this whole thing not only dismissed, but referred for criminal charges. It could be seen as wire fraud, tax evasion, and very importantly, doing that means the LLC that should be paying it likely isn't paying employment taxes properly. Everyone isn't necessarily an independent contractor just because that's how you're paying them. So it could launch an investigation by the IRS in the state of Florida and whatever entities they're in to make sure that they're paying the proper taxes for employment taxes, but also making sure that if in fact Tasha is paying expenses for corporations that aren't hers, that are really her husband's, what can happen is they can what's called pierce the corporate veil. And Cardi B could then start treating all those businesses like they are actually Tasha K's personal bank accounts. Mm-hmm. There will be no limit on this payment plan. The 1.2 million out the door. Cardi would be able to start garnishing money from any and all of those entities up until that $4 million. Now, once that $4 million is paid, Tasha can start talking about Cardi B and say whatever she wants. In effect, from the financials, and you can look at the financial documents in that other video, it breaks down those financials. I'll go ahead and I'll put this down. But let me tell you what some of those financials were showing, and then I'm gonna give you the excerpts, the cliff notes from Tasha K's pleading. So you can do. But basically, what the financials were showing is that Tasha K was bringing home like a lot of money. Her own documents. These are her documents she gave to the court because with the bankruptcy plan, every month she has to give Cardi B her banking financials.
So it sounded like she was making the money, but she would sound like, oh, this is an expense, this is an expense, this is an expense, this is an expense. And she was even paying her husband. I think her husband might be the stage manager, the IT manager or something like that in her company. So he even got a raise. Like, it's like all her expenses grew. Like they became a large amount of money. So she had the bankruptcy court thinking that, oh, majority of my money is being paid out in this, or that. So what they've done, it sounds like the attorney is saying, Cardi B said, okay, well, since the money is not coming to you, then I want to sue where the money is going. It's still Tasha's money, but it's going into this entity, that entity, that entity. So, and mainly it was in her husband's name, or, it was belong to her. It still belonged to Tasha, right? So Cardi and her lawyer said, okay, we're going to get smart. Instead of just going after Tasha K, we're going after where the money is going to. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they came after those entities as well.
And each quarter, at the end of every 3 months, she has to give a summary of her finances. Well, in that summary, it showed that in January of 2026, Tasha K made $80,000 in that month. Then it showed for the first quarter, she made $234,000. But yet she was claiming she earned, after her expenses, it was negative $7,000. Well, that's weird because Tasha K was.
We know somebody else that did that, right? They turned in their financials and they were in the negative. And that's the same thing that Tasha K did. Tasha K turned in her paperwork, told the courts, after all of her expenses are paid, she is negative $7,000, meaning that she wasn't making the money. But the paperwork showed, girl, you made all of this money. You made $80K a month. Like, what are you talking about? You don't have the money. What are you talking about? You negative $7,000, okay?
Was claiming to be an employee of her husband's business and claiming that all the money, that all the gross revenue made by Tasha K Live, the YouTube channel, her live shows, that all that money went to his company. That was his money. And she's just a meager little employee.
So I don't know why in the world she did this, and I don't know who advised her. But do you hear what the attorney is saying that Tasha K did? Tasha K basically say, I work for my husband. This is no longer my company, because y'all know she's the one that got sued the first time, right? Her husband didn't get sued. So she's trying to say her YouTube channel, her Tasha K Live, and all of her Tasha K accounts belong to her husband, and she just worked for him. She's just an employee that takes a salary. That is why now the husband is in hot water, because now they're coming after her. Who? Well, her husband, because he's her employer, okay?
Well, when I looked up the document, I said, that's not what this don't look right. Because, for example, in the January, she said the revenue was $80K, but that she had $46,000 worth of contract labor expenses. I was like, no, if you're an employee, you're not paying other employees. That is for the business. Well, apparently Cardi B and Cardi B's legal team agreed with my assessment, and that's why they have filed the new lawsuit. So we're going to get into the new lawsuit, and then I'm also going to share with you some receipts. And again, like I said, I have been talking about this since at least 2022, 2023. But you will see why here in just a moment. And as we jump into this, don't forget, you can always go to SimoneRedwine.com if you're injured anywhere in the United States to get a free injury consultation with me, or call 855-4-SYMONE, Simone. Also, I own a title company in Texas. If you have a closing for a real estate property anywhere in Texas, we would love to help. Same number, 855-4-SIMONE. I'm going to take that banner off so y'all can see it all. Here we go. There we are. So basically, to start off, what Cardi B is saying is that she is filing this lawsuit. It's against Yellen Entertainment. That is Tasha K's husband's company. They used to own it together. We'll get into that. But Yellen Entertainment and her husband personally. And she's basically claiming that the two of them conspired together to make fraudulent transfers of assets and properties.
And they did. They're married, been married over 20 years. Hold on. Candy said, thank you, Glenn, Rita, Barbara, Angela, Lacondas, Barbara, and Binky. Big thanks to all who has sent super chats, no matter the amount. We appreciate it all, and we do. Thank you. Big ups to you guys so very much. Thank you, Candy. Appreciate you, darling. And they did. They pillow talked and said, honey, where we going to hide this money? What we going to do? Because we can't be working for this girl. We can't be paying her all of our hard-earned money. So what are we going to do? And he says, well, you could put it in my name. You could take your name off the company, and you could put the money in my name, and we could tell the world that it's my company and you're just an employee. And that way we get to keep our bread, and we get to have fun and flex on them and pay Cardi B the very minimum, okay? All right?
So that Cardi B couldn't use those assets and properties to satisfy the judgment. Most importantly, these transfers were made after the jury found in Cardi B's favor. I don't know what type of slow learner. Now, Tasha K talks about being a little slow. She says she went to ninth grade 3 different times. But her husband, he has a degree. To my knowledge, he works in IT prior to basically running her business. So he definitely should have known better. So basically, the allegation is fraudulent transfer.
And what she's saying is so true. How the hell did Tasha K and her husband not know after a judgment, just like, what's that girl name that, Janae, I don't know her name, Janae, but the young lady that was also found liable for, I think it's called alienation of affection, okay? She has to pay $1.7 million. Anything that you do after the judge tell you you are responsible for that money, anything you do after that is going to be looked at under the microscope. They made these transfers to hide the money under her husband's account after the judgment, after she was found, liable. Brene, that's right, Brene. And the same with Brene. Now that Brene has to pay the $1.7 million, if she goes try to hide money and this, that, and the other, you don't think they're going to find it? You don't think that they're going to look into that? Come on. You can't be serious. If you're going to hide something, you need to hide it before the judge is, handle down the judgment. They should have hid this way before then, but they didn't. I mean, not saying that they should have hid it, but you know what I'm talking about. But they didn't. They thought, oh, well, since the judge said I lost, let me go hide this right quick. I'll be back, y'all. Let me fly to Africa. Let me stay for 3 or 4 weeks. Let me get some bankers to transfer some money, okay? Let me do this right quick. And, because she ain't going to get my bread. Is she crazy? She said, Candy, did Amore hear that? Wait a minute. She said, oh, that's why the attorney is at the end of all of her videos. Yes, because she was paying the attorney $2,000 and that's all, which $2,000 a month is not a lot to have attorney on a retainer, right? She got her attorney on a retainer for $2,000, but because of the low cost, $2,000, she gives him free advertisement on her videos, and that's why his ass has to pay 10%. Because, they kind of working in this shit together, okay? So he has to pay 10% of her, I don't know if it's of the judgment or the lawyer fee, but I'll let you know.
And what Cardi B is seeking to do is make it so that Tasha K's argument is, oh, she's just an employee. Her husband owns the business. He's got the money. Cardi is saying, I don't give a flying fart. In this lawsuit, I am asking the court to rule that those transfers were fraudulent to hide money from me, and that as a result, your husband has to pay the $4 million judgment. No payment plan, no reduction down to the 1.2 million. Your husband's assets, his personal assets, and the business assets can be used to run Cardi her money. And
now I know Tasha K got to be crying, man. To turn around and put everything in your husband's name, business name, whatever, trying to hide it, and say that you are an employee of his, and then they turn around and say, okay, no worries, we suing his ass. We suing your husband. Now we tying his ass up in it. Tasha K, why did you think that this was a smart idea? Come on, Tasha. Why ain't nobody told her that this was not a good idea?
And this is a whole new lawsuit, baby. It's going to have depositions. It's going to have everything. So effectively, what Cardi is saying is, I am going to make it to where your kids got to go to underfunded public schools, baby. I am going to make it to where there is no more grace, because I gave you grace before and you spit in my face because I signed the bankruptcy plan that gave you 5 years to pay me. It actually even said, I will not come after any of your husband's assets at all. All you got to do is keep my name out your mouth and make the payments according to our payment plan. Tasha was making the payments according to the payment plan, but couldn't keep that mouth shut. So what it says is that on February 17th, Georgia District Court entered into the defamation judgment in 2022, okay? Then it says that the court, basically it made a total ruling that totals up to basically the $4 million judgment that we talk about. And that in that judgment, there were two entities that were liable that are relevant. Number one is Kebby Studios. That was basically the LLC that Tasha K was operating under, okay? Kebby Studios was found jointly and severally liable for $1 million. This is $1 million in compensatory damages, which is...
Well, one thing I can kind of assure you, they ain't about to divorce each other. If the judge comes back right now and holds, find the husband guilty, not guilty, I'm sorry, it's not guilty in civil court, but find him liable, right? Then he has to pay that whether he's with Cardi or not. It becomes, not Cardi, but Tasha or not, it becomes his bill. So they gotta stay together. She in trouble, he in trouble. They gotta stay together. This is their debt. If the judge finds him liable, this becomes their debt. If he left her, she left him, it don't matter. This is their debt. They in this together. Damn. That's what you call, death do us part, honey. We are one.
Which is damages that are pain, suffering, injury to Cardi B's reputation. Yes, she did win that. And medical expenses. And then another $1.3 million from the LLC was awarded by the jury for a total judgment of basically $2.3 million. Then it says, in addition, a jury awarded $500K in punitive damages against Kebby Studios. Right? That is why which totals $2.8 million. That's why it could not be dismissed in bankruptcy. If it is found that there are punitive damages, that means what you did that thing on purpose. You did it intentionally. And any intentional acts cannot be wiped away in bankruptcy. Otherwise, rich people would do exactly what Tasha K is trying to do here, which is defame her, run it up, get all these new subscribers, make all this new money from the lies, and then say, I'm gonna file for bankruptcy. The court said, psych. So number one, the judgment said, it was against Kebby Studios and part.
So who just said that? A different perspective said, as a business owner, she had to have known better. That doesn't make sense to do that. Even though all business owners are not smart. Let's put that out there. Just because you own a business does not mean that you are smart. For Cardi B, I keep saying Cardi, for Tasha to think that she can get charged this bankruptcy, found liable, and then turn around and file bankruptcy to try to get out of it. Somebody should have told her that just because you file bankruptcy does not mean your creditor have to agree with the terms. Your creditor can say, no, I am not agreeing with this. Give me my money. Give me my money. I'm not agreeing. I don't care. I don't care if she don't have the money. I don't care. I'm not getting on no 5-year plan with her. I want my money. But the first go round, not Tasha, but Cardi B agreed to the bankruptcy payback plan. She agreed to it. Now she's saying, I don't want no payback plan. Run me my money. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Cardi B said, give me my money. Give me my money because I'm sick of you. Give me my money.
Part 2 of the judgment was a personal judgment. It says the debtor, which is Tasha K, was a judge jointly and severally liable with Kibbe Studios in the amount of $3.3 million before interest. Okay, and then it goes down to say Kibbe Studios and the personal judgment. Put what Tasha owes and what Kibbe together. It totals 3.9. She is basically asking the court to find that Cardi B has a choice. Cardi could either get all 3.9 from Tasha, or from Tasha's husband, or from Tasha's husband's businesses. That's what jointly and severally liable. She only gets paid once, but it can come from any of these. That's what she's saying. And then it says the judgment also created an injunction against Cardi B and against Tasha K and the business, prohibited them from publishing or republishing defamatory statements, but they did that anyway. We know that, okay. Now, it says neither Kibbe Studios' judgment, the judgment against the LLC, or the personal judgment against Tasha K has been satisfied. Now, Tasha K has made payments, so whatever the judge ultimately rules, the total amount will be reduced by the payments already made. Okay.
Okay, so Super Leo said, what is Tasha's issue with Cardi? So let me just explain. When Tasha K started out and she started doing celebrity gossip, okay? Because that's what her channel is about, celebrity gossip, spilling all of their tea, okay? Real tea, not piss, not pickle juice, and not sour ass, spoiled ass piss, okay? She be telling her down to the real nitty gritty or whatever. She be getting real people calling in saying, hey, I got some tea on so-and-so. So anyway, she started on Cardi. Cardi start responding. When you respond, now you got action. You understand what I'm saying? So now Tasha K was in a full-blown back and forth with a celebrity. She got up under Cardi's skin. Cardi tried to snap back and get up under hers. So now you got a blogger on YouTube has the attention of somebody much, much bigger than her, okay? So they try to pick and poke because they want your attention, right? If they get your attention, they got content for days. Cardi is just like Clarissa, okay? Clarissa the same way, I heard it. She goes up under your comments and she snaps back at you or whatever. So, well, because of that, she like, shit, Cardi B is helping me run up my bag. People was running to Tasha K's channel to see what she was gonna say next about Cardi B. She could say something about Cardi B. Cardi B goes on Instagram. She spins the fuck out. She snaps back at Tasha. And now, boom, back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth again. They was going back and forth, right? So Tasha K actually said Cardi B was her biggest bag. That beef that she had, exposing all her tea and adding a little piss to it, was her biggest bag. So I think she allowed the money and the growth to go to her head. You got to understand, Tasha K came from a humble beginning. Tasha K said out her own mouth that they were so, I ain't gonna say poor, but underprivileged, that she had to take baths in the front yard with a water hose and a pail or a bucket or whatever in the front yard. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. That's what she said out her mouth, okay? They did not have that much money coming up. So it was money motivated. And sometimes when you're not used to that much money, because the judge asked her, how much money did you make going in on Cardi B? And this girl said $4 million. So can you imagine having one person that you are beefing with and you can make $4 million from it? It changed her life. She went from blogging from her bedroom. Tasha K started off in her bedroom. She went blogging from her bedroom to having her own studio, her own wine cellar. Oh, she ran it up. She ran it up. So what is her deal with Cardi now? Cardi is the only one that has been able to accuse her of something and it stuck and it hurt her in a big way. I do believe Tasha K went to court with Cardi thinking that she was going to win. She thought she was going to win and she was going to come back and be able to drag the dog crap out of Cardi. But she wasn't ready for Cardi in court. Cardi went into court. She put her tears on. She said this affected her marriage. It affected her as a mother. It affected her money, her income, her opportunities. She ran it up. She even went and sat on the couch of a psychiatrist or whatever and said it is affecting her mentally, emotionally. Like Cardi was ready for Tasha. Tasha didn't know what was coming. She didn't know what was about to hit her. So she went in there very underpaid. Out of Tasha K's own mouth, she only paid her lawyer in Atlanta, Georgia, $5,000 to defend her against Cardi B. And Cardi B lawyer fees was over $1 million. And she paid $5,000 to her lawyer. Well, sometimes you get what you play for. I do not believe that she thought she was entering the big rings. I think she thought, Cardi ain't nobody. Cardi was just another blogger or another influencer that made it, right? So she still looked at Cardi as, little old crooked teeth Cardi. She didn't look at her as the millionaire, the bad bitch that Cardi is, okay? So Cardi went in there and put on a performance and she won, okay? So we've said this more than once. We said it's not about what you accuse of or what you accusing somebody of, is what you can prove. Cardi was able, between her and her attorneys, they were able to prove that Tasha K knew what she was spreading was a lie, that Tasha K knew that this was emotionally affecting her. Tasha K knew that this was hurting her brand, hurting her finances, hurting her love life, hurting her children. Tasha K knew this and did not stop. How? Well, because Cardi B reached out to her and said, please stop. Please. From woman to woman, from mother to mother, from wife to wife. Please stop. And Tasha says, no. Well, Tasha said, I'll stop, but I'm not apologizing. All because she said, I'll stop and I'll take down the videos, but I'm not apologizing. One apology probably could have taken care of all of this shit. I guarantee you now she wants to apologize, but it's too late. So now it's called a narcissistic injury, and she is mad because she lost against Cardi. She lost. She lost. She lost the battle, she lost the war, and she lost her damn dignity that she thinks that she still has. She lost it because just an apology would have wiped all of this away. It would have been done, and she would have been able to keep her $4 million. But she wanted more. She wanted more.
Now it says da-da-da. Now, what was really interesting to me is they then go in to describe how it is Tasha K tried to pull off the fraud. So that's what we're getting into. It says, and it reminds you, the personal judgment was, so the only bankruptcy that was filed was for Tasha K personally, none of the businesses. Why? Because the businesses make so much money, she didn't want to lose her business or have to sell the business assets. Also, there's more than enough money to pay Cardi B's judgment when you see the cash flow of the business. A lot of people keep saying, Tasha ain't got it. I don't know why Cardi B keeps doing it. Tasha ain't got it. Oh, yes, she does.
So what the attorney is saying right here is Tasha K has the money. She just does not want to pay Cardi B. She has it. From what I heard yesterday, which I'm going to listen to what Attorney Symone has to say, but Tasha K has like up to around $7 million right now. She literally can pay this judgment and just move on. But she does not want, I ain't going to lie, I wouldn't want to give nobody no $4 million either. But I would do it if I can just move on and don't have to deal with her ass no more. I would pay the $4 million and keep it moving. But they say she has the money and do not want to give it up. So Celeste said, did Tasha say something about Cardi having a venereal disease? Yes, she said she had herpes, and every time she kissed her babies, her daughters, that she was giving the herpes to her children. That is what Tasha K said, okay? Tasha K said that shit and did not worry about any repercussions from it, and baby, she's paying for that shit now.
In the month of January alone, Tasha K made, according to herself, $86,000 alone. Now it says the personal judgment, is not covered in the discharge. And then it goes down. Here's the scheme. Hebby Studios successor scheme. Number one, that her husband formed Yellen Studios on May 31st, months after the verdict. You cannot do that. And then he calls the entire business of Kebby Studios, its operations, revenue streams, clients, managements, contracts, everything of value, and even his services. He then gave his services to Tasha K as talent and transferred all of that to the new LLC without paying Cardi B's judgment. Can't do that.
So he didn't transfer the money, y'all. They didn't transfer all their coins up under Yellen's, what is it? Yellen's Entertainment or Yellen's Studio, whatever. But it belongs to her husband. So the bankruptcy is not, it's just personal Tasha. It's not the businesses at all. So they thought it was a great idea to transfer the money as if it wasn't going to be found, seen, affected, or anything. So instead of paying the judgment, which she could have paid it off, is what the attorney is saying, Tasha K could have actually been good on this, okay? She could have paid it off, but she chose not to. Therefore, now she has to pay the entire judgment plus some.
This is Kebby Studios then was dissolved, leaving it an empty shell with no assets from which Cardi B could be paid. I told y'all. It says the new business basically is a successor in every meaningful way, and because it was created fraudulently, is liable to pay the Kebby Studios judgment because it's the same entity. Basically, what they're saying is these idiots said, oh, this LLC owes a judgment, so we'll just disband the LLC, create a whole nother LLC, which, by the way, y'all, they're calling it Yellen, but also they refer to it as Stash Entertainment, as in stashing away money so Cardi B can't get to it. These idiot nincompoops.
Oh my goodness. Did y'all hear that? So the business name is Yellen Entertainment, but they call it Stash Enterprise or whatever. What did she say? Stash Enterprise. And it's a meaning that they are stashing away money so that Cardi would not get her money. These jokers transferred all their money from Kebby Studios to Yellen Entertainment. And the name of the Yellen Entertainment is Stash Enterprise. They are the dumbest. Oh my God. They had to think that Cardi B was dumb for them to do something like that.
Wait till you see the documents, okay? It says, wait till you see the documents, okay?
Hold on.
Judgment, so we'll just disband the LLC, create a whole nother LLC, which, by the way, y'all, they're calling it Yellen, but also they refer to it as Stash Entertainment, as in stashing away money.
Oh,
so,
not Stash, not Enterprise, but Stash Entertainment. They are stashing away money, so they call it Stash Entertainment.
Because it's the same entity. Basically, what they're saying is these idiots said, oh, this LLC owes a judgment, so we'll just disband the LLC, create a whole nother LLC, which, by the way, y'all, they're calling it Yellen, but also they refer to it as Stash Entertainment, as in stashing away money so Cardi B can't get to it. These idiot nincompoops. Wait till you see the documents, okay? It says the husband, okay, there was a personal income diversion scheme, it says. That's the part B of the scheme. It says the husband took a series of steps to render Tasha K's personal income and assets unavailable to satisfy the personal judgment. He rerouted Tasha K's salary and earnings through Yellen's accounts in a structure designed to frustrate garnishment. Basically, Cardi B was out there garnishing accounts, and he made it so the money couldn't get garnished. He removed Tasha K from bank accounts. Any account with Tasha's name on it could have been garnished. He removed her name on which she had been authorized.
Now, somebody said yesterday, Amora, I don't think that they should go after the husband. I don't think the husband should be caught up in this mess with Tasha. Do y'all hear what this man did? He literally took Tasha K's salary because, you know, even though Tasha K is the one that coming out here doing all this, it is looked at now like he is her husband's employee, right? But he stopped her money when he took her off all bank accounts, and he stopped her money from coming to her name, and he routed it through Yellen's Entertainment. Like, they were literally trying hard in the paint to hide any earnings of Tasha K so it won't get garnished.
Tasha K to stop receiving direct payment. In other words, she was getting paid directly from Google and stuff, and he accepted the transfer of debtors' interest in their real estate located in Georgia. Oh, baby, I covered that one. I covered that. Here we are. And gosh, that was in 2023. I'm going to hop to that one because that was the one that really made all of this obvious. And I'm actually surprised it took this long, but I believe it took this long for, I think it took this long for Cardi B to file this motion because her expectation was, look, all Cardi really wanted was for Tasha K to shut up and stop talking about her. Well, Cardi got that as a provision of the bankruptcy plan. So Cardi actually wanted Tasha to just do the payment plan according to the bankruptcy plan and shut up. But once Tasha made clear she wasn't going to shut up and she was actually going to double down and go on social media and make herself a victim, that is why now Cardi is like, all right, I don't want to keep going back and forth. You and your entities are just going to have to pay me because you keep violating this. Okay, so here is the clip from, this is actually 2023. Now, in this clip, this is where from my old video, again, this was Tasha K's bankruptcy leading to jail time, June 24, 2023. This is where I found that she basically ceased her other LLCs, but that she was shifting assets. This section is actually called shifting assets. And I show where she did that with her house in April of this year. Why? To try and avoid them being part of her bankruptcy. So basically what she did after the court ruled against her is these are considered generally, I'll say, generally, they're considered fraudulent transfers. Basically, you cannot get a judgment against you. She got a judgment against her in February of 2022. And once you get that judgment, start moving money from all of the businesses that you had. In fact, the court specifically said, you can't move the money around or you will be considered in contempt. So what she could be facing is actual jail time. Because see, usually somebody, here we go. Hold on, we're gonna hop to it. And this is the D.
Yeah, that'll be fine. She's saying that Tasha K could be facing jail time because even though it's her money, it's against the law to do what she did. So even though this was civil, it could literally turn criminal. She could, Marsha, what's that lady named Marsha? What's that lady name that went to jail for grabbing her own money? Martha Stewart, I think she did either 2 to 3 years in jail for taking her own money. Tasha could literally go to jail. I don't know for how long, but for transferring her own money because how she did it was fraudulent. You know, a lot of people don't know that. They probably like, oh, it's my money. I can do what I want to do. No, you can't. When you start having these businesses and then it deals with the law and all of this stuff or whatever. I don't know how to explain it the way, you know, financial people can explain it. Not people that work at the financial institutions, but real financial people or whatever. So I don't really know how to explain it. Hopefully she will explain it, but I just know that if your lawsuit says you can't transfer money, it's best that you just follow the damn judgment and not transfer the money, okay? Just follow the rules and you will stay safe, okay?
So this video, I'm gonna link it below. It's gonna show you, and she's playing, it's gonna show you all the different ones. But the one that I thought was the dumbest and the most egregious, I'm gonna just go ahead and just put it on the screen, just since that video is a little bit blurry, but this was literally the dumbest. Here we go. Here we go, hold on. It is. All right, so this is actually the fraudulent transfer. Okay, so I know it may seem a little small on there, and we don't care about the address. She does not live there anymore. She actually has rented it out. But this shows that she transferred her home after the judgment was already entered to her husband for $0. Zero.
Oh my God. Do y'all see this? Tasha K has to be the dumbest. She transferred her house to her husband for $0. Like she sold him the house for no money, trying to protect the house. And this is after the judgment, y'all. Is she crazy or what? Oh my goodness, Tasha K, Lord Jesus.
$0. That's how you know it's a fraudulent transfer. And that's what I broke down in that prior video that I'll link below. So, and here's what makes it even crazier. Then, oh girl, Tasha K had the audacity when she submitted her April financials to list her mortgage, the mortgage on this house that she's now already said she transferred to her husband, as one of her expenses. Look at this. All right, so
y'all shut the front door. So again, the bankruptcy was hers, not her husband. She transferred, hold on, let me get my analytics. I don't know if this is my analytics or, oh, well, anyway, it won't go down. But she transferred the house to her husband for $0, meaning that it is not even her house no more. It belongs to her husband. But on her financials, she listed the house as one of her expenses. How is it your expense if it's not even your home no more? Your name is not even on it. Oh my Lord, Tasha, girl, what in the world? What in the heavens?
You see here, this is what Tasha K's attorneys just submitted in April to the court. Her wages for January alone, $82,000 for the first 3 months. That's the $234,000. She's made payment of, for the 3 months for first quarter, $51,000 to Cardi B. But then if you go to this page, hold on, we've got, under her expenses, we've got mortgage payments. It says mortgage payments of $1,200 a month. Now, in a total of $3,600 for the entire quarter. That's how it's very obvious, and that's how I knew from the last video that it appears Tasha K is basically trying to show that she's running all the expenses through her, even though she's supposed to just be an employee. She's running expenses for assets that belong to her husband. That's fraudulent, and you can't do that, especially because the way they calculate the amount of money available to repay Cardi B is after expenses. So what Tasha is doing, because you see here, she's had $82,000 in income for January. So what she's doing is she's trying to make her expenses seem super high. If you go to the second page, that's why she's claiming contract labor of $46,000. I thought you were
So she transferred all the the money, the income to her husband, make it seem like, oh, it's my husband's business. My husband has all of this money, but I have the expenses. The expenses are mine, and whatever's left over after the expenses goes to Cardi. So she's trying to absorb and say, well, I got too many bills to be paying Cardi B back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money to pay Cardi back. Girl, I don't know what she was thinking.
an
Lord.
employee. I thought you were an employee. So then, of course, I pulled more bank documents because, I like to come with receipts. Y'all, come look at this. Look at these documents, and they show clearly how she has been trying to get away with including expenses that are her husband's business expenses. All right, so here's a bankruptcy filing. This is with the filing, she has to include her bank statements, right? This is bank statements for any of the entities that she is associated with. So here we go. This one was, this is the Bank of America. Look, so here, and this is from last year. This is just to give you an idea of how the scheme is working, right? Is that, so last year on her bank statement, now mind you, this is a statement from Stash Media, right? That's the new fake company. Stash Media, Yellow Media, those are the new companies used to hide the assets. Google pays out the 21st day of each month. So for Tasha K's YouTube, she got about $39,000 is what it's showing there, plus another $2,600 from YouTube in that month. And then though, but it shows Tasha K paid to Stash $7,200 and some dollars. Why are you paying your employer if you're the employee, ma'am? Miss Ma'am. She also got $3,300 from Rockstar Wireless, which she used to run ads for. And then there's a Cash App here that it says that she sent to Stash Media. But check this out. Then you go to this page. Again, these are supposed to be Tasha K's expenses to be used to calculate what is available to pay Cardi B. Look at all this. These are payroll expenses. I was so confused. I looked at this, what I highlighted here. It says Ohio Child Support. I was like, wait, Tasha K ain't paying child support for no, she's not. That's how you know these are payroll expenses. And these are different dollar amounts, $2,000 here, $800 there. But apparently one of their employees has a child support order. And when you receive from an employee a child support order, you must, under the law, separate and give the child support to the state that's garnishing the child support and give the rest of the check to that particular employee. But you know what else that means? That means they're an employee. It means it's not contract labor, as Tasha K tried to say on the prior pages that I showed you. Because if someone is just your independent contractor, you are not withholding child support from those people. You're not withholding anything. They're contract laborers, they're 1099s, and you go on your...
Oh, man, they busted her. So she was listing her employees as 1099s, individual workers. But her bank statement proved that they're actual employees, because you cannot withhold money unless they are your employee for like child support services or whatever. So one of her employees, they was funneling the child support money straight from her, straight through the child support court. So you can't do that if they are a 1099 independent contractor. They have to be an employee is what this attorney is saying. And that's how she figured that Tasha K actually has employees. So you can't say you are an employee of Yelling Entertainment, you can't say you're an employee if you turn around and actually have employees of your own. Good Lord.
In your way. So what that shows is it appears they are also miscalculating employees, which then goes into IRS fraud and all types of other fraud. Look at this is all payroll, all different employees that they're playing that they say, oh, this is contract labor. Why do they probably call it contract labor? Because if they called it employees, Cardi B's team would have picked it up. It would have been too obvious because what you don't have if Tasha K, remember, Tasha K has claimed to be the employee of her husband's company. If you're an employee, you need to be paying other employees. And I think I had said in the prior video, but in my analysis, I was like, the best way Cardi B will be able to show and prove that these are fake payroll expenses is, I bet you anything, both Yellen and Tasha K are probably paying the same people. And sure enough, in Cardi B's motion, that's exactly what she talks about. So I just wanted to give you an example of some receipts. Then I'm going to go back into the Cardi B motion, and then we're going to wrap this up.
I know she ain't just say that. They are claiming the same expenses. So she's claiming expenses, right? Tasha K is. And it appears that her husband is claiming the same expenses. So he's claiming them on Yellen Entertainment, and she's claiming the same expenses under her personal account. Damn.
All right, so in effect, what Cardi B is alleging is that the scheme worked in two ways. Number one, it was that they canceled the LLC that they were collecting all of the money and operating it under, took Tasha K's name off of everything, started a new LLC that they're running all the costs and expenses through. And then secondly, they're diverting Tasha K's income, making it seem like she makes far less than she does. And then they're having all the company expenses flow through, be deducted from Tasha K's money as though to show that she doesn't have much money to pay back Cardi B, which isn't true. Specifically, it says, I'm going to read it again. Tasha K's husband took a series of steps to render debtors' personal income and assets unavailable to satisfy the personal judgment. And then it says, Tasha K's husband has repeatedly admitted under oath that these were acts undertaken to help the debtor, Tasha K, avoid payment of the personal judgment through garnishment. And this is how you know the lawyer must have been a little stupid too, because the moment your client admits to that, you need to settle. You need to come up with a payment plan. And that's probably why he was encouraging her to take the payment plan, but then she better be on her best behavior, because there's no way that the bankruptcy could stand with any of this proof. Now, it goes on to say, Cardi B says she's bringing this action, and here's the reason.
That's crazy.
This is the nitty-gritty. For actual fraudulent transfers under the law, for constructive fraud, for successor liability, basically saying we want to be able to take all the assets from Tasha K's new company because they just created, quote, an alter ego, and they want to pierce the corporate veil, which allows them to get all the bank accounts and all that of the new company. They also want the court to find that her and her husband were part of a civil conspiracy to defraud Cardi B. And right now, all of this is civil, what Cardi's asking for.
So now who again said that they feel sorry for the husband? Who again said that they feel like the husband should not be included in her mess? He's complicit. He's in on it. He's like, shit, let's hide this. She said Tasha K is effed up. Yes, thank you so much, Tamara, so much for that love. You guys heart up this, thumbs up this super chat that just came in and let our girl know we appreciate her so very much. Thank you, Tamara. He is complicit. Somebody said, I know he's sick of her. He probably sick of her, but he is just as much involved in the scheme as she is, okay?
Or is civil, but at any point, if the feds, whether that's prosecutors that prosecute banks, want to pick this up, there is nothing to stop them. And then it says they're also asking for a constructive trust, basically where the court takes all of both Tasha K's assets and her husband's assets, puts them into a trust and controls them. Basically, they can't even pay bills without the trust. It would be a receivership is what it's called. And paying bills, paying assets, all of that would be under the control of the bankruptcy receiver who would pay Cardi B and prevent any more of these shenanigans. And then she also wants her attorney's fees. It also states that the LLC, that the LLC lied and claimed.
Cardi B is asking the courts to make all of Tasha K and her husband's money be funneled through a trust. So they can't hide shit. If everything is funneled through the trust, Cardi B gets her money, the bill people get their money, and then Tasha K and her husband gets what's left afterwards. This is crazy.
Claimed it was half owned by Tasha K's brother's brother to avoid liability, but it wasn't. So they're claiming that too. Now then they jump in and it says, prior to all the shenanigans, moving the money, it says that Kebby Studios was the primary vehicle through which Tasha K conducted her social media business, utilizing the Unwind with Tasha K brand across YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and other platforms. Kebby Studios also managed Tasha K Live, which is her subscription page. Now, I told y'all, I said, watch, she's going to move from putting majority of her stuff on YouTube to a paid website because the paid website cannot easily be garnished versus what Cardi B actually did was Cardi took the order because YouTube pays 21st of each month. Once you have a court order, you simply send it to the legal department at YouTube and say, don't pay any remaining checks until I have received all 4 million of what I am owed. Cardi did that. And that's all of a sudden when Tasha K both filed for bankruptcy and then started creating these new entities. It says the debtor was compensated through Kebby Studio.
When Cardi B did that and the garnishment went through, Tasha K was only making about $9K a month around that time. And Cardi B was getting all $9K. That is why she started doing more of her content on Tasha K Live, okay? TashaKLive.com or something like that. But she still does some stuff on YouTube, but not as much. She moved her content basically to another website, majority of it.
Studios, and at various times, she received W-2 wages from Kebby Studios as an employee. Now, it then says, the judgment entered against Kebby Studios comprised of $2.3 million that was joint and severally liable, meaning that was going to be paid either by the LLC or Tasha K, either or the husband. Now they're saying put them on. Actually, no, it was Kebby Studios. Initially, her husband was not personally held liable. But what they are asking for now is that because the husband helped her do this fraud, they named him as a defendant and said, we don't want just the husband's LLC assets. We want the husband's personal assets too as a penalty. And a court can absolutely order it. Now, then it says, Yellen was formed with the identical business purpose as Kebby Studios. I said that. You can't have a new business that does the exact same thing as the last one. It's too obvious, dingbat. Then it says, upon Yellen's formation, Yellen assumed management of the debtor's Unwind with Tasha K platforms, continued video productions, and businesses that were previously operated by the other LLC. Duh. Then it says, her husband testified like an idiot under oath, quote, that Kebby Studios was terminated because, quote, it wasn't being operated properly and because it had a judgment against it. There was no independent, legitimate business reason for the dissolution and no arm's length transaction, meaning like with a third party that's disinterested. And as a result of that, affecting and as a result, that literally is what defines a fraudulent transfer. In addition, it says Kebby Studios' YouTube income just simply shifted over to the new entity. Literally, same money, new entity, boom, obvious. And then it says when Kebby Studios was dissolved, it had no assets, it had nothing to satisfy the judgment. That's also unlawful. Then it says
Wow.
Yellen, the old LLC, the new LLC, stepped directly into Kebby Studios' shoes in every operational aspect. It assumed management of the same social media platforms. It served the same clients, the debtor, and it performed the same services, content production, etc. There were no gaps in operations. This Cardi B's petition states. Then it hops down and it says, also, Tasha K's husband ran both entities. So, duh. So you don't even change the employees or try to act like, oh, we sold it to a different person. They could have at least pretended like they sold it to like Tasha K's brother or something. They didn't do any of that. Then it says, because how it works is you can sell assets after a judgment, so long as the court has not entered anything barring that. And the court did not at this time. There was nothing saying Tasha K could not sell any of her assets. At this point, she had not been in bankruptcy. The thing is, if you're going to sell your assets, you have to sell it for the market value. You can't start giving stuff away because it's obvious that is a fraudulent transfer. So then it says, Kebby has been unable to identify in sworn testimony a single written term of any agreement between Yellen's management arrangement and the last LLC. So basically, they don't even have documentation that says, oh, we sold the company. None of that. It is so obvious. So then part 2 of this is that it says a personal income and assets diversion scheme. Here's how she ran the play. So it says, Tasha K and her husband undertook a series of coordinated financial maneuvers designed to render Tasha K's personal income and assets unavailable to satisfy the personal judgment. Her husband removed her as an authorized user from a Bank of America account through which her payroll had been deposited. He informed the court under oath that he did that expressly to, quote, avoid garnishment. Yes, because if Tasha K's name is on an account, that account can be garnished. The account he's talking to, y'all, is the one that I had previously put on the screen in this live to show you all the payroll moving through that account. That is the account where Tasha K's name was on that account previously, and they removed it. Debtor Tasha K also asked her husband to, quote, stop paying her directly from the LLC account in order to avoid garnishment. And her husband then complied. He acknowledged this under oath, meaning in a deposition. And then a month after the original defamation judgment, Tasha K transferred the interest in her residential real estate property located in Georgia. There's the address, okay? She doesn't live in it, so this is not, This is not doxing. And this is in a true and correct document shows that. Remember, I talked about that in the prior video 3 years ago. And then it says, when asked why her husband did not reverse the transfer upon learning of it, her husband said, oh, I wanted to help her avoid garnishment. You stupid fool.
Oh, my.
You fool. When asked directly whether he was helping debtor avoid paying Cardi B, he answered, yes. Okay, so you two stupids, now we see why y'all are together, because you're both slow. You both were in the slow classes. I think you probably just are good at computers. You know, there's some slow people, but they're good at computers. That's her husband. And then it goes on to say, the property transfer was undertaken with the purpose of hindering, delaying, and defrauding Cardi B from taking the money. So here's the thing. Cardi B can now take everything from the husband, which is wonderful. And it then says the personal judgment, it goes on for the count. So here's what her husband is being charged with. No, this is just the husband. This is not Tasha. Because for Tasha, she can just get the bankruptcy set aside, which she is seeking to do.
Now, they went through great works, right? Great lengths to keep hold of their money, to hold on to it, transfer all her assets to her husband, took her name off the bank accounts, like did all of that just for Cardi to turn around and say, okay, move over, Bacon. Here comes Sizzling. I want your husband. Yeah, I want his head on a silver platter because he got the money. And I'm coming after him. So now who you going to transfer it back to? Tasha? The kids? They coming after the husband, okay?
For the husband, he's being charged with fraudulent transfer. And that is where if Tasha K makes a transfer with the intent to hinder, delay, or defraud Cardi B, we've talked about that evidence. It also says that her husband received the court's direct warning to Kebby Studios, the prior LLC, not to transfer assets. So at some point, he was told not to do it and he did it anyway. That's why they're going to tap that button. Defendants have repeatedly admitted under oath the purpose of the transfer was to avoid garnishment. And that and this is saying Cardi B is entitled for them to set it all aside. Basically, she can get to it all. Then the other charge is fraudulent transfer under Florida law. We talked about that. Then we've got this successor liability. That's basically you're going to treat the new LLC like it was the one that was originally stated in the judgment. And Cardi B is allowed to take all $4 million from them at this point if she proves the fraudulent transfer as a penalty. And then piercing the corporate veil. That is basically a court can pierce the corporate veil of an LLC, which means they can then hold its members personally liable where a member dominated and controlled the entities to such a degree that it lacked independent existence. Basically, her husband was treating it like it was their bank account. And as a result, it's no longer considered a separate LLC. And secondly, where the corporate LLC form was used to devise or perpetrate a fraud to evade a legal obligation. And then finally, civil conspiracy. That's where the two of them work together to defraud. And they want the money all set aside, basically put into a trust. Her husband can't do anything. Let me give you the big picture here. So effectively, if Cardi B wins this lawsuit, Tasha K loses her trademark. She will lose her YouTube channel. She will lose it all. Any bank account, any and all of that. A garnishment can be issued so that anything in those accounts can be seized, and Cardi B gets that first $4 million plus all of her attorney's fees that she is entitled to. This is also super serious because when you talk about the trademarks and stuff that they can take, not just trademarks, websites, TashaKLive.com, all of that. Many people have said, but it's not even worth anything. And
So all of Tasha K, her trademark, Tasha K this, Tasha K Live, Tasha K Instagram, Tasha K TikTok, Tasha K, the whole trademark, she'll lose the entire thing if she wins, if Cardi wins. Now, I don't know if the judge will render her that, but if he does, she loses it all. Cardi B is coming after Tasha K's trademark. Okay? All of Tasha K this, all of Tasha K that will be gone.
Tasha K isn't running it. It's not worth anything. Baby, hold my beer. Let me show you something. See, people said the same thing about The Onion. I'm sorry, about Alex Jones's InfoWars. So if you don't remember who Alex Jones is, I'm going to put it on the screen. But Alex Jones, he was the creep who was claiming that, what do they call it? That Sandy Hook never happened, that it was a hoax, that the parents set it all up, and that those children did not actually pass away in the violent way that they did. Those families filed a defamation suit and won. He didn't take it seriously. Alex Jones didn't. And they won $1 billion with a B against him. So this is what his little rump looks like, right? So this is him here. So as a result, all of his assets were seized. And when they were seized and put into receivership, what happens is they're sold. Well, a website called The Onion that is totally satirical put in a bid to purchase his YouTube channel, his website, all of that. And then they are going to dedicate it to a satirical website that just makes fun of him. And 100% of the proceeds would then go to the victims. So hypothetically, if Cardi B wanted to, Cardi B could literally buy Tasha K's channel, buy Tasha K's website, and use them to troll her or whatever else she wants. And Tasha K would have to start all over. And for those saying, oh, there's no money in it, like the value of those is that Tasha K's there. You a lie. There is so much money. You're not a lie. You probably just don't know. There is so much money in data. So.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Cardi B could purchase Tasha K's channel and all of her websites and turn around and troll her in front of the big audience that she built. And Cardi and Tasha K would have to start completely over from ground zero.
Anyone who buy it would get all the subscribers, all the followers. They could literally change the name of the channel and immediately have subscribership. Don't you think? Let me know in the comments your thought. But if Cardi B, hit that like and subscribe, if Cardi B were to buy it and then just use it to advertise whatever she wants, baby, people will go over there just to see her troll. Cardi B could just use it. You know how she likes to go live and people like to watch it, watch her go live and yell and scream people, whatever she got going on. All of that, they would love to see. So I want to, in closing, I want to answer a few common questions that I've seen. Put your questions down below in the comments if I have that answered it. But another blogger, Lakeisha Keisha, on her channel, and I'm going to tag her below, she made a discussion about, could the husband be deported? If this becomes criminal, absolutely. Her husband's not a citizen. He is African. I don't remember which country. I think Nigerian, but I'm not sure. Anyway, wherever her husband is from, if he is found liable for bankruptcy fraud, IRS fraud, wire fraud, any of those things that seem to be proven from, if these allegations are true, absolutely they will deport his black behind. They don't want him here, no way. That is exactly what happened to Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice's husband. He was involved in a fraudulent scheme. They had him served.
And Simon from Real Housewives, women, was he on there? Portia ex-husband. They deported his ass.
And deported his butt. Can't even come back. Can't even come back. Another question was, what about that 1.2 million payment plan? Baby, that's gone. That's out the window. Okay. Cardi B has filed this whole new lawsuit, and all the facts, including the under oath statements, support this. I even bet you the next thing you'll see is Cardi B's lawyers will likely file what's called a motion for summary judgment when they're allowed to proceed against her husband, and they're going to do the motion for summary judgment. That motion says, Your Honor, even if you take everything in favor of Tasha K, whatever Tasha K is claiming, even if you believe that, here are sworn testimony that proves we are telling the truth. Here are depositions. Here's all that. And judge, in a motion, you can find in our favor. We don't have to go to trial. You can do it in a motion. And the judge can do that. And likely will, if in fact, there are deposition statements where her husband or her are admitting the whole purpose of moving the money was to avoid garnishment. Stupid. And what can her husband do to prevent Cardi from taking it? Honestly, the only thing her husband can do would be file for bankruptcy. But he makes too much money to qualify. Also, remember, this is a bankruptcy judgment for punitive damages for deliberately lying on Cardi B. So even if he files for bankruptcy, it's not going to protect him. This is a non-dischargeable debt in bankruptcy. That's how come Tasha didn't get rid of it. So really, there's nothing he can do. He can't even file bankruptcy. I think that those are the basic things that I wanted to cover in this video. I know it's longer than I expected. It's your legal bestie, Attorney Symone. Let me know down below in the chat. What are your thoughts? Do you think Tasha K? So now you see, y'all. Now you see. This is why Tasha K did that GoFundMe. This is why she did it. Tasha K wants to GoFundMe because she just wants to pay off this $4 million and go on. Because after she pays, She can go ahead and say whatever she wants about Cardi, but more importantly, she wants to go ahead and pay up before the evidence of fraud is brought to the light of the feds, who can then charge her criminally. I believe there is a 5-year statute of limitations for that. And this was continuing behavior up until now, because they're still claiming that she's running money through her husband's company. So she can't say, oh, this was back in 2022. No, it's really go back to the Attorney Symone. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Thanks.
Oh my God. Baby, y'all ain't trying. Ooh, Tasha K, girl. Girl. Tasha K is in trouble. She could literally lose so much, y'all. Hold on. Let's talk about it. We ain't even gonna get to the new one she just did. Hold on. Okay, no, wait a minute. No. So, right now we are looking at Tasha K. Well, not Tasha K, but Cardi B suing the husband. And if she, want to really push it there, if she win, Tasha K and her husband is going to be up shit creek without a paddle. She literally could take everything from Tasha. And all she ever wanted was for Tasha to shut the fuck up and leave her alone. And Tasha could not do that. I don't know why. I do know why. But Tasha K is in trouble, y'all. She's in trouble. And I don't even know if she realized just how much trouble she's in. She over there talking about Jay-Z, Floyd Mayweather, Cat Williams, his bodyguard. Yeah. She talking about everybody but what she owes. So anyway, what does this mean? In a nutshell, basically, this just means that if the judge finds in Cardi B's favor that yes, she can go after the husband because the husband knew that they were hiding the money on purpose to avoid garnishing from his wife. If they can prove that, then most likely the judge will, lean in his favor, which means that Cardi B, this will be a major move for Cardi. A major move, meaning that she could pretty much own Tasha K. And all she wanted was for Tasha K to just leave her alone. That's all she wanted. So, we'll have to wait. She just filed this. I want to say, when was it? The 22nd, 23rd, something like that. She literally just filed this, which means that, I don't know when the judge's going to look at it, but it's not going to be forever, right? It's going to be really soon. We're going to find out whether or not they are going to hold the husband liable. And I think so, only because, he received the assets. He received the house for $0. He took her name off of all the bank accounts, transferred all the money to him. And he was giving her money as if she was the employee. But he said under oath that he did it because of the garnishment. Now, you know what? I don't know about every state. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask. But they could have literally just moved to another state, right? All states do not allow garnishment. Texas do not allow garnishments. However, they don't allow garnishments from the job, but they do bank garnishments. Okay, hold on. Which means they cannot get it from your employer. They wouldn't have been able to get it straight from YouTube. Once they hit your account, they can snatch it. But let me see, does Georgia does garnishments? Hold on. No, she don't live in Georgia. She live in Florida. Georgia or Florida. I'm going to say Georgia or Florida allow garnishments. Let me see. Yep. So both Florida and Georgia allows garnishments, okay? Which means that they can, they can take that judgment and take it to her employer, and the Google and whoever else pays her will have to, the money comes straight from them to the trust, right? Let me see. Texas does not allow that. Texas, it has to hit the bank account first, which means that if it says Texas is different. Texas allows some garnishment, but original consumers, creditors usually cannot garnish your wages, which means that it has to hit the bank first in Texas in order for them to take it. Whereas in Georgia and in Florida, they can take it straight from your employer or whoever, like the Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, whoever. They can take it straight from there. But in Texas, you can get your money another way, maybe on a Cash App card or something like that, and you could bury it in your backyard. Okay, you do not have to put it in the bank account. But nevertheless, Georgia and Florida, and she said she moved from Florida. Okay, so she moved from Georgia, which means she moved back to Florida, and Florida and Georgia both allow garnishments. Okay, did the husband get on the stand and admit to hiding money? Yes, he did. He admitted that he hid the money. Well, not so much hid the money, but he switched some shit out, which is the same to me, because he was trying to avoid garnishment. That's what the attorney said, that he actually admitted to trying to avoid garnishment. And he probably didn't think what he was doing was wrong, but it's very much wrong. Very, very much wrong. You cannot do that. That is illegal. And that's what she said. They literally, the feds would have to push the envelope, of course, we don't know if they will or not. But if they push the envelope, they could be looking at jail time. They committed fraud. They literally committed fraud. Now, did they do it intentionally? I don't know if they knew it was fraud. It seemed like she said, they both slow. But they committed fraud. Now, what I don't understand is, how are they doing this by themselves? Why don't they have a lawyer or an accountant or somebody telling them that what they're doing is not right, that it is wrong? I don't know where is the attorney? Where is the people that's helping them? Because it seems like they're doing this shit on their own. Baby, when I tell you that Tasha K could lose everything, she could lose her channel. Let me go to Tasha K live right quick. Let me see. I don't know if it'll tell me how many members. Let me just see. Sometimes they do. Sometimes it will have it up there how many members they have as a flex. But let's see. No. It doesn't look like it shows it. No. I like this site though. I like what she has going on, but it does not show how many members she have. But I'm gonna assume that she has. If she got 1 million over here on YouTube, I'm gonna assume that she got at least 100,000, if not more, but at least $100,000. This is her moneymaker right here. This channel right here. She charges $12 a month, and even do she have 100,000? I know she probably at least got 10,000, right? At least, okay? So 10,000 times $12 a month, that's $120,000 a month that she's making right there. And her videos are 1.5 hours. I see some 2 hours. Oh yeah, let me let y'all see it. Hold on. Who's a member of Tasha K Live? Any of y'all? This is her Tasha K Live. This is what she does most of her videos and stuff. This is where her money's at. This is her money. And she did this simply because she was trying to hide the money from what the attorney said, from paying Cardi. Baby, when I tell you, when it says community here, oh, it won't let me see it. Oh, wait a minute. Welcome back. Oh, yeah, I signed up that time when she was doing that video on Jonelle and Brianna. Jonelle cheating or whatever. So I signed up then, but I canceled that $12, baby. You hear me? But anywho, child, anyway. But let me read some of y'all comments because Tasha K in trouble. She said, Amor, the feds go after big money cases. The Fed is coming soon, mark my word. You think they coming after her? Well, 4 million is big, baby. That is big, honey. That is big. Less than 10 minutes left. Oh, okay. Thank you, Cheryl. Cheryl said we got less than 10 minutes left, y'all. Wait a minute. I thought that the button wasn't working. I thought it wasn't working. Cheryl, is it working now? Tasha seemed like she doesn't have a good attorney. That means she might already be going broke. Yeah, you know, I don't know. And she talked about having an attorney too, but like the Attorney Symone said, she has an attorney on retainer where she pays $2,000 a month to this guy. Okay. Now, I don't know if he's a good attorney or not, but obviously he's not if his ass got caught up and got to pay 10% of her attorney fees or 10% of her money, you know? No, I think he just have to pay 10% of the attorney. I don't know. I got to go back and see, is it 10% of the attorney fees or 10% of the whole judgment? But I don't think he would have to pay the whole judgment. I think it's just 10% of the attorney fees. This is going to be bad for both parties and federal jail time, just like someone we used to support admitting that properties were transferred to them to protect a sibling. Yes. I was thinking the same thing, sis. I just didn't say it. But I was thinking the same thing. How is this different? It's not. Okay, thank you so much, honey. We're going to celebrate the Gold Met song right quick, y'all, and we'll be right back, y'all. Thank y'all so very much for helping me meet my goal. Thank you.
Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Gold Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit a cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now.
Thank y'all so very much. I do appreciate you guys so very much, honey. Today is a thankful Tuesday for me. Okay, even though it's $2 Tuesday, it is most definitely thankful Tuesday for me. I do appreciate you guys. Woo, child, Cardi and Tasha. And listen, and if I'm not mistaken, they started going at each other back in, I think it was 2018. It's about to be almost 10 years, and they are still at it with each other. Man, let me make sure I'm saying this right. I would have left this young lady alone. When did Cardi and Tasha start fighting? I want to say it was 2018, but it might have been, I know 2022. She said, spin that shit song. Hey, we about to spin that shit. Yes, April of 2018, their beef started. Hold on, let's pause for the calls and let's spin that shit. Let's spin that shit, y'all. Hold on, let me grab it right quick, because, baby, we gonna spin that shit. We got a video and all, baby. Y'all better stop playing. Hold on, y'all. I had closed out Facebook, but we got it. Hold on. Here we go, y'all. Let's spin that shit. Spin that shit. Shit is too funny to me. Spin that shit. Spin that shit, baby. You hear me? Spin that shit. Listen. Y'all, they can't play with no loud talker. Not one. You hear me? Not one. They cannot play with no loud talker. Y'all better stop, baby. I love this video. I love this video. You hear me? This is too much. This is too much. I appreciate y'all. Hey, that's right, Cheryl. You gotta spin that shit. Spin that shit. Listen, y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. She said this need to be your outro song. It does. I gotta figure out how I can make it my outro song. And you gotta take lemons and make lemonade. It said, where all my scamming something where they at. Hold on. Let's do it again.
Where all my scamming ass niggas at?
Where my scam bitches at? Where are my boosting bitches? Where are my boosting bitches, baby?
Stuffing that shit in y'all bag just to flip it, pop some tags. Girl, going that go y'all bag. Spin that shit.
Hey, yeah.
Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Nigga, spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Nigga, spin that shit.
Oh my God, this shit is too. Y'all already know this goddamn video is about to be drugged. This video is about to be drugged all the way from A to Z, baby. Do you hear me? Baby, they about to drag this video, baby. You hear me? This is about to be funny, honey. She said, look at the LTs behind you. This is hilarious. I know the Loud Talker squad is right behind me, baby. The Loud Talkers, honey. You hear me? I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. She said, definitely needs to be the outro. We're going to work on it. We're going to work on it. We probably got to change something in there or to make it, or I may just need to buy the copyrights to it or whatever. Or not copyrights, but buy permissions or whatever to use it. Let me just see. She said, they can't touch us at all. Do you hear me? At all. Listen, none of that bullshit. Listen, all of that manipulation, lying, scandalous bullcrap, baby. Yeah. Ooh. Listen, stop spilling pee all over the damn floor. She said, definitely new outro song. Yes, honey, I might have to put this as my outro in the video. I'm going to work on it, y'all. I will work on it, okay? She said, here we go. We going to spin that shit. That's right. We going to spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Boy, they gonna run out of here. But as soon as I get ready to play the outro, they going to be gone. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. We want y'all miserable over there. We want y'all mad. We want y'all in y'all feelings. Y'all better stop. She said, Amora, you about to piss a lot of people off with this one. Hey, I piss them off when I ain't doing nothing anyway, so I might as well do something. You hear me? She said, Amora, that's a beautiful picture of you. Oh, thank you. You mean right there? Talking about that one? Oh, well, girl, listen. My girl Ashley came through, honey. She came through on the video. Listen, I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. She said, we ain't bothered by no piss. We don't give two fucks. You better say that. You better say that loud. You hear me? We don't give no F's. All that bullshit, all that piss, and more piss. Piss, and more piss. Let me hear you say piss, and more piss. piss, and more piss. You hear me? She said, I'll miss the other one, but I agree with this being the new outro song. Yes. She said, never that. Life is good. Run it back. Listen, let's run it back. You can't touch not one loud talk. You hear me? You can't touch not one loud talker. You hear me? You cannot touch us. You cannot touch us. You cannot phase us. They hate when I say us, we, our. Lord, let me tell you, they cannot stand that. What you mean about we? We. Baby, you cannot touch not one loud talker. You hear me? You cannot touch not one. Somebody spin that shit or more. Spin that shit. Spin that shit. Baby. Cannot touch not one. Listen. We do not get our panties in a wad over piss. We do not, okay? We do not get our panties in a wad over piss, all right? Us, are smarter than that, all right? We're smarter. We catch the plays, all right? We catch the plays. She said, boosting bitches, where y'all at? Stuffing all that shit in your bag. I know. You know what it made me think of? It made me think they called somebody a booster. I was like, where you at, boosters? Where you at? She said, it's definitely us and a we. Okay. She said, that's another hit. Yes, it is. It is. I'm going to have to work on getting that as my outro. You hear me? She said 2 to 3 year old ferment piss. You hear me? I'm talking about, are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? I'm just like, child, I've been laughing all damn day. You hear me? All week, really. For the last whole couple of weeks or so. Shit, really for the last couple of years. I was Like, y'all got to be shitting me. You hear me? She said somebody dropped out of the 8th grade, got nerves to be calling people dumb. Baby, exactly. Okay. I wonder, are they Tasha K dumb? That's going to become a thing in these YouTube streets. You Tasha K dumb. You got to be Tasha K dumb, okay? You got to be Tasha K dumb, all right? But just imagine that. Exactly, 200. Imagine that. Actually going to have to do a Loud Talker remix version. Yes. So we can get, we can get it through copyright. We're going to work on it. 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 She knows how to do it. Her son does beats and stuff too. And QC's son does beats too. So we just got to play with it. It got to just make it our own. We're going to do it. And I need to get me an intro video too. I'm going to work on getting an intro video. Because I have an intro song. I just need an intro video to go with it. So, it could just be pretty cool. She said, I'm waiting for the tea and it's still getting pissed. Oh my God, I can't with these slow buzz. Baby, let me tell you something, Shalandra, and I had to tell somebody this last night. If you waiting for the tea, girl, you might as well go on to Costco and buy the bundle, because I swear to you, there is no tea, okay? There is just manipulation and string along, and let me just see how many cash apps and super chats I can get and string them along. Baby, it ain't no tea. I'm telling you, it ain't no tea. It is not, ain't that damn serious. You hear me? She said, damn it, I just noticed I am not green. Let me pay this coat bill. I can only laugh because I can just only imagine who's on branch 1. I can only imagine who's on branch 1. All right. She said, well, if Tasha K failed the 9th grade 3 times, that's dumber than dumb. Yes. Yes. I don't know if she failed it 3 times or she went to it 3 times, but still, it don't matter. You going to the 9th grade 3 times is ridiculous. Okay. But some people didn't even make it to the 9th grade. You hear me? She said, what's the end game? Because she's looking like a crash out. Listen, hey, it ain't even for us. It's not for us. It's not for the loud talkers. It's not for me. It's not for none of us. Okay? Because we know what it is. We know what's in the groups. We know what if it's tea or not. We know that. That is for those that just, don't know manipulation when they see it. Okay? Let's just call it what it is. That's just for come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. That's just for those that don't know manipulation when they see it, baby. You hear me? You hear me? She said, let me see what color I am. No, you green, Shonda. I see you, baby. You green. You are green, honey. You are green. You are absolutely green. She said, I don't like tea. I like coffee. Me too, girl, honey. And with sugar and cream. Well, I don't like sugar, but cream and Baileys in my coffee. Okay, I need some Baileys, baby. She said, if you went 3 times, then you failed. You are not going for shit and giggles. Yeah, you right about that. I think if I had to do 9th grade 3 times, I think I'm going to call it good and be like, yeah, school ain't my thing. School is not my thing. She said, then they got the nerve to be talking about scammers. She scammed the loud talkers out of money for books and for class. Oh, fake baby. Listen. There ain't no scammers, baby. There are no scammers, honey. She said, I don't like tea or coffee. You don't like the hot drinks? Child, I like the hot drinks, baby. I love the hot drinks. I'm not a big tea drinker. I will drink tea. Now, I actually like my tea. Well, if I'm sick, I like it hot. But if it's just a cold, not cold, but like a regular day, if I'm at a restaurant, I like it cold. But I like coffee. But if I'm sick, with a cold or something like that, then I'll drink some tea. She said, I hated 9th grade. I got my A's and got the F out of there. She said, man, I love tea. Or maybe I'm making it wrong. Some people put milk in their tea or creamer or something like that. She said, I love tea, cold or hot. Oh, you do? Well, maybe I'm making my tea wrong, because tea to me, hot tea ain't my thing. She said, green or black for me. Oh, really? Green or black tea? With no sugar or anything? I don't know if I can do that. No, I'm not there yet. I can't even drink black coffee, I need my sugar, creamers. I need something to sweeten it up. You know what I mean? She said, I buy it and will drink it for a couple of days, then stop. I need to be consistent. Which tea is that? She said, I drink chai tea every day. Oh, you do? She said, no sugar, plain. Damn. Green tea has a lot of good health benefits. It's just not good, though. It's just not good. Do you drink hot tea? She said, I love the 9th grade. I started taking algebra, too, in the 9th grade. I do it with honey or agave, or something like that. Early Grey is a black tea. Yeah, no, I'm not there with drinking bland nothing. I don't like nothing. I mean, maybe if you had peppermint and lemon or maybe some orange or something in there to give it some type of taste, but nah, I can't just do no black tea or no black tea or no green tea. She said, I will drink sweet tea. My husband drinks hot tea. Oh, see, Oh yeah, so he's a healthy like that. I didn't know your husband was on no health kick like that. I tried coffee and beer and I couldn't adapt to the aftertaste. You tried it together or just separate? I tried beer before. I tasted it. It was the most disgusting thing in the world. I just do not understand how people drink beer. That has to be one of the nastiest things. Like, ew. Beer is so nasty. I tasted before and I was like, I knew I was not going to be a drinker. I said, how in the, and it, how in the hell y'all get past beer? Ugh. I just don't get it. But people be tearing that shit up. I don't even know how y'all can actually like it. It just, ooh, child, beer is just, I taste it and I was just like, ew. Like, and people be gulping that shit down. And I just be wondering, how in the hell y'all get past that nasty taste of beer? I can't do it, y'all. No. I mean, if I was a drinker, wine would be my choice of alcohol. Beer? Nah, I just don't get it. I don't see how people do it, but I don't. She said beer and coffee is nasty for me. But do you drink the beer and coffee together or is it separate? Or were you just saying it like separate? Because, oh, you said no at separate times. Oh, okay, because I was going to say, is that safe? Because you got caffeine, which is a upper, and then you got beer. Well, I don't know, is beer an upper or a downer? I think beer is in downer. Beer makes your mood goes down, where coffee makes your beer goes up. So they will be fighting each other if you drunk it together. Wine makes my head hurt. I want to love it so bad. Ooh, you may be drinking some strong wine. Wine makes your head hurt? Oh. Well, maybe you're drinking it too fast. Maybe you need to sip it. You know what I mean? Just sip the wine. I know somebody that drunk some damn wine at my house, man. They was, baby, they drunk the wine, honey. It wasn't no sipping. They drunk the wine like it was water. Just like, damn. She said, I love a good cold beer. You do? Oh, what do you love about it? Michelle, what in the world? I don't know. I think it's nasty. The taste, it's just something about it. It's just, I don't know. She said, wine makes my head hurt too. Cheap wine, expensive wine, I cannot do it. Oh, really? Wine makes your head hurt? She said, it make mine hurt too. Damn. Well, it's quite a few of y'all that said wine make y'all head hurt. Oh, wow. She said that person didn't have a throat. Y'all so funny. She said, you had no business letting that nigga in your home. That's why they act like It's a few niggas I should not have left in my home. You hear me? There's a few of them I should have said, baby. No. No. She said, I was raised, beer is not like ladylike. Oh, you was raised that ladies don't drink beer? Don't they belch a lot afterwards? She said, yeah, me too, but only certain wines make my head hurt. I drink the same wine, rarely change up. I've never had, well, I don't drink it that much, but when I do drink it, I've never had a problem with it. But you know what? I like Moscatos. Like Moscatos are sweet. I like that. And then I had a Muscadine Moscato before. Well, I don't know if it was Moscato, but it was Muscadine wine, and that was pretty good. But yeah, I don't ever think I experienced a headache. She said, yeah, I got yeast. It got yeast in it. I hate beer. She said, my daughter is a wino, my attorney to be bad and bougie with her little wines. Yeah, I like the taste of Moscato because it's sweet. I think that's why I like it. Modelo beer with the lime, I can drink that. I never even heard of that. I'm very ladylike in beer, and my beer of choice is Stella Artois. No, it does not make me belch. Let me look up that beer. Not that I'm interested, but what do you call it? Stella what? Artois? Stella Artois. That's a beer. It look kind of like a wine, but oh, I've seen this. I've seen it. Is this beer though? Oh yeah, that's beer. That's burr. Yeah, no. Oh, it's called Stella Rose? Oh, Stella Rose. Why I say Artois? Is it Stella Rose? Is that how you say Rose? Okay. She said, I would drink that at work barbecues or something like that. I used to love Stella Rosa until they changed it from a cork to a twist top. It's not as strong in my opinion. Wow. She said, I don't like dry wine. It's horrible. Oh, wait a minute. This is not a beer. It's a wine? Oh, Stella Rose. Oh, that's something different than this. Stella Rose. Oh, I see what you were saying. So Stella Rose is a wine. It looks like a red wine, is it? Oh, it comes in all. Oh. What is this? That's some honey peach brandy. They got a whole alcohol line. Oh yeah, they got a whole alcohol line. This look like it might taste good. I like fruity. Fruity, not fruity men, but fruity wine. She said it's only 5%. It's like Kool-Aid. So it ain't really wine. She said Stella Artois is beer and Stella Rose is wine. Well, Candy said it's really not wine. It's more like Kool-Aid because it's not strong enough. Hey, Robbie. What's going on, honey? You late, child. You late. You late. She said, Candy Girl, same thing my husband say. I drink that too, Stella Rose. She said pink Moscato is good. I've had pink Moscato before. Pink Moscato is good. I think I've had pink Moscato. Hold on. Pink Moscato? Let me see. I don't know if I've had pink Moscato. The bottle don't look familiar. I've had Moscato. I just don't know if it was pink Moscato. I don't know if I've had that. It don't look the same. She said, sweet bitch Moscato is good. Oh, sweet bitch. What the hell? Uh-oh. Oh, I ain't never heard of that. Oh, yeah. I've never heard of sweet bitch Moscato. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Child, the only thing I get from the liquor store is Bailey's, and I don't even go to the liquor store. I went to the liquor store before, but I haven't been in forever. But But when I did go, it was just to get my little Baileys and get up out of there. She said it's weak as fuck. It has to be 12% for me to drink it. Oh damn, you a slushy girl. You a slush. She said I tried Tennessee honey at my friend's wedding. I swear to God, I grew hair on my chest instantly along with choking. Oh, wait a minute, Tennessee honey? Let me see. Oh, girl, that's dark liquor. Yeah, I bet you did grow some damn hair on your chest. Damn, girl, you drunk this? This some old Jack Daniels. Girl, I bet it did put hair on your chest. Girl. Mm-mm. She said, Amore, I saw some Bailey coffee pods in TJ Maxx the other week. I did hear they was about to come out with some coffee pods. I may have to jump on that. You know? So anyway, she said, Sassy, me too. I'm really not a drinker. Yeah. I really don't like nothing that, like I said, I think I told y'all before, that alter the way I, or not even alter the way I think, but that too, but alter my ability to control myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing to grab a hold to my, control my behavior or my actions. Oh, hell no. I just wouldn't know what to do. I don't want nothing that's controlling me. So that's why I don't really drink like that. She said, I'm a margarita girl. I'll dibble and dabble with margaritas. Drinking for me is more of I play with it, whatever that's called. Like, I'll play with it. I play around with it, but I don't really like drink it. I just nurse it. All night. Like one glass or whatever, I can nurse all night. And it's more like, oh, look at me. I'm cool. I'm nursing this liquor knowing I ain't about to like drink it, you know? But if I go over somebody's house and they give me liquor or offer me liquor, I let them know I'm really not a drinker. So I don't want you to waste your drinks or whatever. Just put in just a little small amount, because I've been to waste your stuff. You know? So anyway, but today was fun. I had fun all day. I started with coffee with Amora, and then I just came on I dropped a little video. I think I said something about the tea ain't 10. And then I came live by the pool, and I am live again right now. So I had a great day. I appreciate you guys so much. She said, there is a THC drink out now named Willie's. What? What? THC? Ain't that weed? Wait a minute. What did Robbie say? She said, read Robbie comment. Who drinks Tennessee whiskey? Y'all from the truth side. I don't think that person is from the truth side. Who said that they drunk the Tennessee whiskey? Who was it? Raise your hand. Stop playing. She said, y'all. She said, y'all from the truth side. Listen, girl, child. They got to have a record to match. I don't think there's one criteria that make them from the true side. They got to have that record to match and sold some drugs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think one thing make them eligible to be called from the true side. They got to have like 3 things in common. Sold some drugs, criminal record, and oh, sorry, it came back on. But they got to have a couple of more things going for them. You hear me? They got to have a couple more things. Hold on. I saw something earlier. Oh, thank you so much, LaCondas. I didn't even know you wrote this. I'm just reading it. Oh, let me read it. I ain't going to read it out loud, but I'm going to read it. Hold on. Oh, thank you so much, LaCondace, darling. I love it. Are you in here? I didn't even know that you wrote that. Y'all gotta start tagging me in these. Y'all gotta tag me in these posts. But thank you. That was really, really lovely of you. I appreciate that. She said, "Amore, play that song one more time." And will, child, and will. Hold on. Let's play it, baby. Let's play it, honey. You hear me? Let's play it. Let's roll it. Hold on. Let me get it up here. Spin that shit, baby. Listen, spin that shit, baby. Y'all know this song about to get drugged. Loud Talkers about to get drugged. Everybody that comment in here about to get drugged. Y'all already know if you laugh, you about to get drugged. Listen, baby. Honey, she said, I catch the replay. I am up to date. Girl, listen, spin that shit. Spin that shit, baby. This whole video about to get drugged. They about to be hotter than a tamale. Real bad. Real bad. You hear me? Real bad. You bitches, y'all won't leave. God damn it, y'all won't stop supporting. Y'all keep sending y'all dumbasses over there. God damn, how stupid can you be? God damn it, how? She said, "Hey, Amore in chat. I'm so late. Hey, Bessie, ain't messy. What up, though? What up, girl? Spin that shit. Spin that shit." She said, "Join the club. Don't give a damn." Okay. Don't give a damn. She said, "Spin them super chats." And is, girl, and is. And is. She said, "Fuck them hoes. We lit." That's right. We lit over here. We are lit. All right, stop playing. She said, "Hilarious. They can't fuck with us at all and never could on their worst day, on their best day. Never ever." She said, "Not too much, just a little spinning. Love it." Yes. We're going to make that our outro. We're going to figure it out and we're going to do that. We're going to spin that. She said, "Amore is definitely an influencer. I stumbled across someone's page and seen them trying to sing during her live." I am an influencer. I am an influencer. I heard somebody say, y'all, I thought it was so funny. I heard somebody say, "Help haters hate harder." If you heard it, raise your hand. We ain't got to say who said it, but if you heard it, raise your hand. I said, "Baby, tell me, you got to help them hate harder." I said, "Lord. Help them hate harder, baby." Listen, as long as they know the 4 H's, it's all good to be. Help them hate harder, baby. I just couldn't do nothing but laugh, child. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. It was funny, but hey, you do got to help them hate harder. You do. She said, "It's funny as fuck to see how they making a fool of themselves about piss and slow motherfuckers running and hollering is new to us. What's new? Because ain't shit interesting yet. Not yet, and it ain't gonna be. I promise you, it is not gonna be nothing interesting, girl, child." Listen, let me tell you something. When you have to go back that many years and pull out garbage and dumb shit, try to piece it together and make it something, because if y'all really knew, and I swear this to y'all, if y'all knew the context behind some of that stuff, man, when I tell y'all will bust out laughing so fucking loud, y'all would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Maybe I don't know if we will, but maybe we will have a members only live and give y'all a little bit more context. And y'all are just going to and I don't even know if we're going to do this because I think it's a waste of time. However, if we did, y'all would crack y'all souls. Y'all would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" No, we're not. Manipulation is real. Just know that manipulation is real. Manipulation is real, okay? Manipulation is real. Absolutely real. So anyway, she said, "No, let's not go down that road." Yeah, I was thinking like, I don't know. It's not worth it, but it's just a good laugh. It is a good laugh, but I don't think it's worth it. You know, but she said, 200, "I'm so sorry. See how dumb they are. And me and you was going in at them yesterday, shaking my head. Damn dummies. Sorry, 200. What are you sorry for 200 for?" She said, "Let's work on a new outro. Make them piss on themselves." Yeah, let's work on this new outro. We will. I will. Let's get to it, baby. She said they still ain't turning you loose. It's been 84 years. No. Baby, my name ring bells around here. You hear me? My name ring bells. They know ain't nobody running up to their chat unless they mention me. Unless they mention me. Or at this point, all of us, honey. They got to mention a loud talker. Y'all too, child. Don't leave y'all out. Y'all too, baby. It's the loud talkers, honey. We make waves in these streets. People be like, who is the loud talkers? Who are the loud talkers, baby? We are the loud talkers. Now listen now, we making some moves in these streets now. We are definitely making some moves in these streets, honey. But that was the plan. That was the plan. Loud talkers, stand up. You hear me? We are definitely making some moves in these streets, okay? So anyway, but I appreciate y'all for rolling through. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I went to bed pretty early last night. I was in bed about 1 something. So, and that's early for me. It's early for me. So anyway, if I do that again, I'll be back tomorrow for morning coffee with Amora. Who knows? I don't know what we're going to talk about until we get to talking, okay? And then we're going to figure it out from there. But I got to go live early anyway because my housekeepers are coming tomorrow. Y'all already know. She said, I never like to say ish, yet you should know for your future that person bragged on you not making money for them beef lives. That's what they wanted. Wait a minute. That person bragged on you not making money for those beef lives. That's what they wanted. Well, you know what? I made enough tonight to make up for all them damn beef lies that I only made $7 and $8. But I went back and looked at them today, honey. They done moved on up to $14 and $15 now, honey. Big God, big God, big God. Okay. So y'all, some of y'all must have went back and watched those videos like, you know what? Let me give her another view. Let me give her another view. Okay. And I don't know if y'all know y'all can do that, but they allow you guys to watch it up to 5 times, and I still get credit for it. So hint, hint. Hint, hint. She said Amore is the David Ruffin on YouTube, and they are the Hate-tations. David Ruffin. I heard of David Ruffins. I don't know the Hate-tation. Or the Hate Nations, maybe? She said, I'm about to catch the replay. Thank you, Robbie, for catching the replay. So when y'all catch my replays, y'all need to put in the comments, replay, baby. Replay, baby. But y'all hype this video up. I do appreciate y'all. I've been editing some of my videos to try to take away like the long pauses and things of that nature. Do y'all notice that when I do that? Or y'all don't really notice? And I take out the intro. I don't know if y'all notice that. Oh, Temptations, David Ruffin. Oh, the Temptations is what you're saying. Oh, Oh, okay. You said you're only saying this because I only say this so you know what the motive is. Oh, yeah. I knew the motive was to stop my bag, baby. I knew that. Child. Of course, that's the goal, baby. Ooh, child. They would love that. But I just don't think that's what God wants right now. You know what I'm saying? So I know that was the goal. No support, no money, you know? She said, yes, I noticed it because I've been running the replays. Oh, thank you, LaCondace. Appreciate you, girl. She said, well, 200, you can be mad and I will be you that confused at life already. Oh, Amore, keep stepping high. Don't let the BS affect you. Keep on moving on. I am moving on. I am definitely moving on. That's why today I had a great day. I started with my morning live, my morning coffee, and I'm going to continue to do that. You know, I ain't going to say no every day, but hey, who knows? Who knows what may happen? I mean, it might become a thing, Amora's morning coffee or something. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I do appreciate y'all. She said, anyway, are you going back to TikTok soon? Yeah, I'm probably going to do another battle with Amber. Did y'all like that? Did y'all like the battle with Amber? We just got to know the rules. We just got to know the rules. She said, did you see the page that exposes Sierra? I saw that there was another page. Hold on. It's not the girl. It's a different page, right? Let me see. Let me see.
Now this shit bold as hell.
Hold on, not that. Oh, damn. Is that a true story? Oh, I gotta come back to that one to see if that's a true story. But what was the name of the page again? I saw it. Somebody posted it, and I was like, oh, Harmony Brown. Okay, let's see. Harmony Brown. They are on her because we haven't heard of these people. Ooh, who is this? They even got her photo up there. Oh, man, these people are making pages just for Sierra. Oh, well, actually, is it? No, this page been up. Okay, they've been up. But these people are targeting Sierra on Facebook. Oh, I know she got to feel a certain way, baby. They are on her neck. Y'all, okay, they got the Miss Shirley page, and then they have the Harmony Brown page. Harmony Brown. They are on Sierra's ass. Ooh, we. See, in my opinion, this is how you drop tea and receipts. You know what I'm saying? You catch them in the act doing and saying certain things. You just don't make shit up and grab it out the air and try to piece shit together and manipulate people into believing that this was that or that was that. She said it's not Harmony from YouTube. No, it's not Harmony from YouTube. This is a dude, it looks like. It looks like a, well, who is it? Let me see. Oh, shit, that's her face. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that person is. I don't know who that person is. But this is how, if you want to expose someone, you got to expose someone with receipts and evidence, okay? You can't just make shit up and just say that this person said or that person said when you just want to lie and twist and flip and all type of spread all type of bullshit or whatever, spread all type of pee all over the place or whatever. And y'all know when people cannot, ooh, I ain't even gonna go there, y'all. Y'all don't even want to know what I gotta say. But anyway, I'm about to hop off because, honey, I'm not gonna let this consume me. I done had a good ass day. You hear me? I'm talking about an excellent, marvelous day. All right, I'm talking about an excellent, marvelous day. Yeah. So Harmony Brown. Let me drop the page so y'all can follow if y'all want to. If y'all want to keep up with this page that's exposing Sierra, hold on. Let me drop it. All right, tell me if y'all got that page. Click on it right quick. Click on that and tell me if you got it. They're exposing with receipts, baby, honey. Receipts, child. I love receipts, baby. I like authentic receipts, honey. Receipts, child. Because if you accuse somebody of something, baby, you need receipts, honey. You need receipts. Without receipts, it's piss. Stinking strong ass piss is what it is. Okay? She said, nope, I'm not following nobody else. This is Facebook, though. She says, I'm not clicking on nobody else's page. Fuck these folks. I knew Glenn was going to say that. I knew Glenn was going to say that. Listen, if it's enough information, I'll bring it back to y'all. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. If I go on there and find something out and want to bring it back, I will bring it right on back. But I did hear that her second baby daddy was not too fond of her using his name and saying, I am the truth, baby mama. I heard that he wasn't too fond of that, y'all. I heard he wasn't too fond of her saying, I am the truth's baby mama. Okay? All right, he wasn't too fond of that. Now, why? I don't know, because, baby, he love to tell people that he is Brianna baby daddy, but he do not want to be known as her baby daddy. I don't know why. You would think that it'd make his daughter feel some type of way, but I don't know. But he did not like being named or being identified or called her baby daddy, okay? He did not like that, so... Again, he only really want to claim one baby mama, and that's Brianna, all right? He do not want to claim Sierra at all. So he's saying they trying to get clout off his name and blah 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 blah. Okay, he did not like that. But anyway, that's a whole nother live, child. That's a whole nother live. You hear me? She said, "Amore, go look at Sierra. Hold on." She probably in here listening to me right now. Oh, I see. You saying look at her, meaning like look at her. Like, why would he claim her? Like, look at her like that. Like, yeah, but you know what? When you live, hold on. So y'all, Sierra, I guess she trying to say, this is what her house gonna look like, because she said right around the corner. Look, that girl got her own place and she happy. She probably only like 19 or 20. Sierra fucking 40, or damn near 40. People getting their own place and they happy. I don't blame them though. But Sierra said right around the corner, it's coming right around the corner. We gonna see. And y'all already know I'm a blog on it because I just don't believe it. She said he ain't got no clout himself. He getting clout off of Bree. I'm hoping this is true for her and she is getting a place. Well, she keeps saying it. She keeps saying it. She keeps saying that, and she posting all type of pictures of other people's houses. Now, one thing we cannot take from her, she is definitely a dreamer. She dreaming her ass off. I just don't believe it though. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. 14 hours ago, she said the goal is 82.25. I thought it was 83.29. Y'all remember? It was 29 cents yesterday. Now it's 82.25. Okay? But I thought it was 83. I thought it was 83. Wasn't it 83.29 yesterday? She done forgot, y'all. She forgot. She said, LaSandra. She said, she said, LaSandra got in Sierra comments this morning and told her she hopes Facebook take her page for begging every day. Lord Jesus. She said, for some reason, I believe her this time or more. I don't, y'all. I do not believe it, but we will see. I mean, if I gotta eat crow, I'm gonna eat crow, but I do not believe it. I do not believe it. I do not believe that girl. But she went live in the dark, baby. Hold on. She went live late.
Hurry up. Come. You want something?
Oh, she got up in the middle of the night and went live, didn't she? She said, I gotta work overnight. Hold on. I ain't gonna make this part of this live. Who knows? I might come back later. Hell, we might do a Sierra live late tonight, child. Listen. But anyway, let me get off this live. She gives a different price every day. She showed damn dude. She said maybe she got the J. Lou, I'm done with your ass. J. Lou said maybe somebody gave her the 4 cents. I'm done with your ass. She's talking about let us see her more. I'm going to do it on a different live. I'll do it on a different live, not this one. But J. Lou, if you don't get the hell out of here talking about somebody probably gave her the 4 cent, child, you hear me? I don't know if there's a platform out there that will let you send 4 cents. That shit funny though, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, baby. You hear me? Anyway, let me get off this. It's been 2 hours and 44 minutes. But I'm coming. I don't know if I'm coming back tonight. We might do it tomorrow. It's 10. I don't know. But anyway, if I come back, I come back. If I don't, I don't. But I do wanna review Sierra's live. I wanna see what made her get up in the wee hours of the morning. Let me just show y'all. This girl was up with her babies at, I don't know what hour this was. Look at her. In the damn dark. Shouldn't they be in the bed? Look. She all up at night. Look. Look at her ass.
All of a sudden, while I was about to, they want to be lighter.
She said something about all of a sudden she was about to do something and they want to be loud. They want to be loud.
Get on the bed.
But you know what? Sierra like, damn that, I need some money. But then she went into the light. She went into the light, sat down. It looked like she might be in the bathroom or something. I don't know. But she went somewhere and closed the door. That don't look like no hotel to me, is it? It might be. Damn, that ain't no bad looking hotel. What's the name of that hotel again? Oh, yeah. You got. I don't know. But this in the daytime, ain't it? Well, maybe it was early in the morning. Maybe that was in an early in the morning live. Yeah, maybe that was early. 14 hours ago. Yeah, that was early in the morning. Did she wear that sweat? Anyway, child. Anyway, she said she needs to keep those glasses on. What Jay Luden said, maybe as part of her family content, she wants to start doing. What? Going live with her children? She says 85 people in the room. How does she expect them to be quiet? Child, I don't know, honey. Give them sleeping pills or something. I don't know. What Miss Glenn say? She said, Miss Glenn, that's what I said. What did Miss Glenn say? I don't see what she said. I don't see what Miss Glenn said. Hold on. Nope, I don't see it. She said, woo, LaTruth was mad as fuck at me in his comments earlier. Was you the one saying he looked like a tranny? Like a trans? Or, cause baby, he got mad at y'all. He's like, I don't look like no trans. I got a full beard. I'm a handsome man. And I got a lot of women in my comments. I said, Lord, he ain't say that, did he? But you know, I just don't understand why man has to defend that. If you know that's not you, you can clearly just say whatever you want to say. I don't give a care, or just not even read it. But I don't know. I think if a man's still trying to prove that he ain't no trans or he ain't gay or whatever in 2026, then I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave that shit alone. Like, people do that to fuck with y'all heads and they take the bait every time. You hear me? I ain't no trans. I don't look like no trans. Stop calling me a trans. Like, let it go. Like, let it go. Why he still defending whether he won or not? At this point, like, anyway. Anyway, I just think that saying it, in my opinion, sounds more suspect, you know? Because why? Because why? Oh, wait a minute. You said she might be pregnant? Ooh. You know, but she always wear the same hoodie though. So you think wearing a hoodie supposed to cover up whether or not she pregnant? She sure don't be in that damn camera though, do she? She only been showing half of her body lately. She might be. Lord, if that girl pregnant, child, ooh, baby, they gonna deport her. She said, well, damn, who told Robert he looked like a trans? I don't know who told him. Somebody. He ain't like it, though. He did not like that at all. He was not feeling whoever that was in them comments, honey. Robert said, y'all better stop playing with me. He said, come on now, I'm handsome. I look good. I know I look good. I don't know what y'all's talking about, you know. Hold on.
I don't give a fuck what they do to make their money. So I understand it. I'm like a temp agency. I've employed a lot of people without employing those people. It's a comment in here right now. They said that I look zesty. And the sad thing about that, me looking zesty, bro, it's sad. I wouldn't even fuck with you because I'm not zesty in real life. So because I look delicious to you, bro, does not mean anything. You can make a comment all day. He looks zesty, nigga. You can't get it. The only person that can get it from me is my woman. And if it wasn't my woman, it'd be another woman. So for the dudes that be coming in the chat, looking at me like I look delicious, yeah, I look good. I know
He up here arguing with 77 people. 77 people.
I look good. But if you tell me I look good or look zesty because I look good, bro, you sound crazy. I see another comment here. Somebody said, are you a transgender? Come on. Come on, man. Look at it. They don't even make a beard, no hair. Show me one transgender who's bald-headed with a big-ass beard with bass in his voice. They got women all in the chat. Show me one. I'll wait. Again, don't give a fuck what they do to make their money.
So anyway, he got a little mad because he was sitting in front of 74 people with no shirt on. And it looks like people like they just look like trolls, right? Or, whatever. But he's arguing with them, 74 people in his chat with no shirt on about them saying he looked like a transgender, he looked zesty and things of that nature. And he was a little upset. He was a little upset. He was shaken, not stirred. Okay. He was just a little hot. Maybe it was hot in Atlanta today. Okay. Because he was a little mad. But he said that he hasn't employed a lot of people. People use his name for money, for clout, to get up and this, that, and the other. And yeah. So anyway, y'all, let me get off. And I don't know. We'll figure out what I'm going to do. If I'm going to come back. If not, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Y'all hit that thumbs up button. She said Saucy has a funky beard. She said his boobs hanging. Y'all are too much, baby. You hear me? Y'all are too much. She said slower than a crock pot. Daddy is. I just don't think that he should respond to comments like that. But, engagement, I guess. To 74 people. He needed it. I bet you if my name was in the title, hey, I'm about to talk about with more, I bet you he would have had 774 people. I guess I got more clout than he does. Anyway, I love y'all. Listen, we are going out with our song today. I mean, we're going to clear it up and make sure that it is copyright proper. But for right now, it's not. Oh, shit. Oh, shoot. Hold on. But anyway, it came on too soon. But we're about to go out, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all dance to this song because we on our way out, baby. Good night, everybody.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay!
She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be want to listen. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.